Look, the moment I said the line, "Are you good for me to transition over?" I knew what the punchline was gonna be.
Yes, I'm transgender, you're transgender. Like, it's like
I'm the only one who isn't in this call.
The English language is a trap by which we all suffer.
This is true. I'm closing my window so people in my neighborhood don't hear me scream. If I do, I don't think I will.
We're just reading today. Why would you scream? I guess actually, I have said insane bullshit before that makes you scream.
One, voice acting. Two, that. Three, I've had incidents, hi Napoleon, of animal touching my leg when I'm not expecting it and then be screaming at max volume.
That's hilarious.
Because something weird attacking me. And by something weird, I mean a little fucking chihuahua.
Man, I made some good nachos today. I'm
Man,
having
I
that for
want fucking
dinner.
nachos. Share, asshole.
Only thing that I wish I had was some like refried beans that I could have mixed with my overall mix. It would have done the
Fucking invite me over! I will make it be. Literally most stereotypically Mexican thing I could ever fucking say.
I try and usually have a can of refried beans to mix with like if I'm making nachos. I feel it adds
You have a can? You don't even fucking make it? Ooh, ooh, you're pissing me off. Just make the refried beans, put them in your freezer, and then you can warm them up whenever you want. You just make a big
frying pan.
You make a big fucking batch of it, and then you freeze the rest for later. This is my sage wisdom to you, to everyone else in the stream. If you ever want refried beans, just make it and put it in the freezer for later.
Huh, yeah, that's actually piss easy.
I told you, it takes a lot of time is the only thing, because you have to soak them. But at that point, that's just like, fucking leave it there and then come back and then finish it and then do it again and then you're done.
I mean, the first recipe I pulled up, I'm not sure if it passes the Mexican authenticity check, but I put it in voice chat already. There's no mention of soaking here besides draining things.
My mom told me to soak it, that's what she said.
The only thing here, looking at this recipe, I'm like, cilantro, like, anytime I buy cilantro, I use maybe 3 sprigs of it and then don't use the rest in time.
Soaps cilantro, or are you just not using the whole thing?
I don't use the whole thing for my recipes in time.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me physically.
I enjoy cilantro plenty, it's just I don't use it for every goddamn recipe, Gabe.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant like you're not using like the whole amount you're supposed to be using per recipe.
No. I mean
like,
more so I'm not using the whole package.
Whole thing in time.
Yeah, I don't use the whole thing in time, no.
No, that makes sense. I bought a basil plant recently. Sorry, this is like tangentially related.
No, I need a plant shit. I just need like green onions. I need to have a pot for that. I need that growing at home.
Yeah, that shit's easy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The basil was like, I've had a really bad habit of killing basil every time I buy it. And this instance was like, I needed it for one recipe and literally that was it. But they only had like live basil, so I bought it. First time I've ever kept it alive, it turns out it just needs like a fuck ton of water. That's it. That's why I've been killing it. I just didn't water it enough.
You should get those like LED little like pots that you put your plants in that have have emotions and shit.
Oh my god, no, my fucking basil. Hi, dog. Hi. Can I? She like sneezed on my leg. What's your problem? Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, no, you're supposed to soak your beans for like a while. Usually overnight is what my mom told me. She was like, put it in water, just leave it there, and then fucking make your beans. I was like, okay, mom, I trust you. Hello. Why are you looking at me? I have an animal. Ren, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're speaking to me, but you're muted. Or you're eating. One of the two.
Oh, I didn't realize to tap my mute button. Yeah, I was working on something. I was eating, and I forgot I didn't unmute. I was working on something really quick.
Okay, no worries. I
I
wasn't sure if you were speaking to me or not.
I had passed an artist my, like, Imgur album link, and then, for whatever reason, it's just, for whatever reason, the link no longer works. I'm like, what? How? Why does it no longer work? I don't fucking understand.
I don't know. Okay, well, my dog has chosen to be in my lap, so brush. Apologies.
I'm guess I can just make it anew.
Oh, did you make like an Imgur album and it like blew up?
No, like it's the link to it no longer works.
But the images do?
I have the link to it, and it works if I pull it up on my account, but it no longer works if I send it to people. I'm like,
that's wacky.
It's very wacky. It no longer shows up in my album, and I primarily use Imgur for like references and stuff, because everything else is just a little bit too low res to work for details.
Yeah. A bit ass, TVH. Dude,
But I won a raffle piece, and from a really neat artist, and shit, yeah, I don't know. All right, let me just handle that really quick.
Take your time. Brush my dog. It's been very hot here. How have you been today, Glenn? Okay.
Let me get really quick.
Fuck. I guess blood blew up.
Hi everyone, how are you in chat? I hope you're having an excellent day. Do you know my favorite things are water without any ice?
I know that's not what you were going for.
See you in Street Fighter 5, everybody.
What the?
Sorry, it's like one of my favorite memes ever. Have you never seen Ryu from Streets? Stop everything now.
No, I've seen.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah.
I was thinking more of like your tone of voice was hitting me in the sense like, I forget the exact wording of it. Is like, hey, I like to draw and drink juice, and I don't give a fuck.
I like to play and draw.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I was thinking of Ryu from Streets.
It's me, Ryu. From Streets.
Streets. Do you know my favorite things are? Jumping into Lake View, water without any ice, and dirt. See you in Street Fighter 5, everybody.
Gabe, can you verify something for me really quick?
What am I verifying?
Does this link work for you fine? I imagine it should work fine. I just don't know. Imgur be weird, I guess.
That's you. That's your beast.
That is my beast.
Is it like not working for you specifically?
Here, I'll show you what I mean. No, that works because I made a whole new link. This, meanwhile, does not work. Even though I have it open on my thing. I'm like, it's so weird.
Yeah, that don't work.
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, I got a raffle from an artist named Monsira after I got a small raffle. They did some really cute Dungeon Meshi merch that I bought because look at this. I posted it in stream chat. These stickers are fucking fantastic. I love it. I also bought this print that they made.
Oh, cute.
Whew, gosh. Also, I need to take off my pants and switch them to a skirt. It is way too fucking hot in this room.
It is way too fucking hot, like, in general. Oh my god. I hate it here.
Well, we've also had a bit of a humid wave, which has impacted, AC, so that's a part of the thing, because...
My fucking word association brain.
Yes.
And it is in hot as in this fucky ass room I'm in.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Alright, I'm set up. Thank you for the wait. Oh. Okay, I have music set up. Beautiful. Thank you again, Blinn, for putting together that playlist. Hi, Centauri, sir. Right. Where's that? Right. Am I gonna remember the voices I did for this last time?
No.
Maybe.
You know Ezra.
Yeah, that's true. Ezra is just...
Moses. You know Moses. You can do Moses fucking anytime.
Old woman war criminal.
Old woman war criminal.
Old woman war criminal. Just channel Morgan a little less gaslighty, 100% more gatekeep girl bossy.
Yeah. Add like a splashing of like chronic exhaustion in there and you're good.
We made it a quarter of the way through previously, because I believe this has 40 chapters.
Shit. Would you give me like 1 second to get water?
Water?
Because I forgot to refill.
Gabe makes such fucking hilarious sounds, my god. There we go. That was fucking hilarious. No notes. What do we want to do? What do we want to do?
Yeah, I gotta go fucking
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I have water. I have a wheelchair sticker on this water bottle, and I think that's cool.
You got the shrimp boys?
I got the shrimp. Yup, you fucking know I keep that shit on me.
Okay, that'll work
Alright,
well.
I'm ready.
Beautiful.
You got
Alright.
a 1/4 chance of waking up on a boat one day.
Ren's
Honestly-
reaction to that was so fucking funny, where she's like, why did someone die? I'm like, they didn't die per se. Honestly,
No,
they're in a much better place than this corporation. I gotta be real.
They woke up on the Great Lakes.
Alright. Are we all ready, gang?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Chapter 12, Masks. Let's dance, Ezra. Ezra, a diligent child who has little faith in herself. Ezra wore a different mask every day. I could only read the expression of the mask covering her face. I don't know what her true expression beneath the mask may be, but I decided to accept what's shown on Ezra's mask as her expression. I never bothered to forcefully resolve her distortion until now. This time, it's different. She's on the verge of losing herself, swept by others' distortions. Her entire body is covered in the... Hi Doodle. Is covered in the mask of many others as proof of her perilous state. Ezra prepares a mask for each person she confronts. Ezra prepares an emotion for each mask she wears. I can only begin to fathom the storm raging in her mind. The 15th basement floor. How many basement floors do you need? How many basement floors do you need? How many
Welcome to the
basement
city.
floors do you need? How many basement floors do you fucking need?
The city.
You fucking saw how big that fuck-ass library was.
Library went up.
Not library, the fucking Lobco thing. That went
That's
down.
true. That's true. Lobotomy
That
Corporation.
went down.
That did not only
did
go
go
down.
down.
That did not only go down. It had the room to do a full fucking 180.
It do go down.
It kind of had the space to do a full fucking 180 and then blast its way to the top. It's like, yeah, that's fair.
Sir,
They literally had to be deep enough to access whatever the well is. I mean, like both well in a metaphorical sense and a literal sense, right?
Sir Ian, it goes down.
Sorry.
I do
that's a
not
visual
understand the
movie.
joke that you two are laughing about.
Have you
you
never
not
seen that
seen
clip
the
of Do
fucking
Go Down?
Oh, hang on.
I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it right now. I'm grabbing
you
it. Do
got
Go
it.
Down.
You know me at this point well enough to understand that I likely have seen it, but I am not connecting the dots currently. The moles that lived in... Oh my god, yeah. Fuck everything that lived in this dirt before. Cannot imagine what is now being taken up. Oh, how much real estate has been taken up down below.
You've seen this.
Yes,
You
I've
have
seen that.
this.
I've seen that. I see a lot of things I often remember by like vibes. If you told me the one clip where they're of two guys about to go over a waterfall and the other guy's just like, man, please stop.
And it do go down.
Funny, very funny. Imagine how many underground creatures got shot by Again,
A fucking death.
Fucking express train to hell.
LobCorp had to rotate 180 fucking degrees. That means that they had a lot of space cleared to the side of it. But yeah, no, like, also, you say that. Blue star breaking out. Instantaneous fucking death. Actually, well, that depends if non-human creatures would be able to worship
don't
Blue
think it
Star, I
would.
guess. I don't think that would work.
I don't think it works like that. It
No?
doesn't work like that for other avnos.
No. But Express Train to Hell sure as hell probably
Express Train
eviscerated
to
so
Hell
many
works.
things.
The fucking yin and yang also, that fucking dragon.
That fucking dragon, that fucking... God.
Fucking dragon that I hate.
I don't know how many years it'll take to get Renmu. Hi, we're taking a tangent. I'm sorry. I don't know how many years it'll take to get Renmu to the end of Lobotomy Corporation where we take on White Knight. But if I'm able to get her to do that method, it'll be very funny. Blue feet go ding. Every ant in a 10-mile radius gets sucked in. That's amazing.
Yeah, alright, I'm beginning the creature process. Legs. Legs.
Legs.
Legs.
Legs.
Legs.
I think we're
Legs.
inventing a centipede.
Okay. The 15th basement floor. Ezra and I are facing each other in this white room. Loud noises came from Ezra's mask. Voices of laughter, crying, anger, anxiety, melancholy, distrust, disgust, and joy filled the chamber. I coiled my violet whip around my hands. Let's dance, Ezra. I lashed out at Ezra, my first target, a laughing yellow mask on her right leg. A voice rings in my head when I grapple the mask with my whip.
Oh, fuck, I have to remember.
I thought you said you were
What's your
ready,
favorite-
Kate.
I am ready.
What's your favorite kind of sandwich, Moses?
Mine would be mustard.
Then mustard's my favorite too.
I pull the whip to tear off the yellow mask from her body. It makes me feel nauseous. Ezra lets out a scream. Please bear with it for just a bit. The red mask on Ezra's left shoulder gives out a screech. Ezra grabs the whip and pulls me toward her. I release the tension in my body. In a moment's notice, I'm sent flying in her direction.
Oh, fuck. I have to log in
Remember?
really hard. Hang
Yeah,
on.
yeah, you do.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, remember when I closed my fucking window?
Doodle, what the fuck did you just do? Well,
Oh.
thank you for supporting the VTuber development funds. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What did you what get?
I had a one thing on my throne that was like part of basically just a donation tier thing rather than having to buy me a gift. So that's a thing.
Congrats. Use it wisely. For toys, surely.
It will go towards clearing other things very much. I don't have that much money for toys yet.
Damn, you fucking hear that? Everybody get Rin toys now. Okay.
The only toy I put on my throne wish list was a fight stick. That's the only thing. If I'm gonna get anything for my birthday besides, that's the only thing I would want for my birthday. I want a cool fight stick that I can put art on.
Sorry, remember when I told you that sometimes my animal will like attack me
And-
and I scream because of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that
yeah.
have you charged up enough to do a scream for Ezra now?
I don't know. We'll
All
find out.
good. All good. You don't have to do it. I oftentimes will just go over any screaming lines and not worry about it if I'm not feeling up to it.
I was literally charging up. Can
Look,
you
we
pipe
want to
me
do
up
it.
instead? Can you pipe me?
Right.
I
Everybody,
do love it.
everybody,
That was
please
about-
give Gabe your energy. He's charging
Everyone
up a
please
spirit
laugh.
bomb.
Alright, never mind. Fucking post canceled.
My God. You do not. We made it 10 minutes into trying to read this.
Okay, fuck you. Oh my god. Now I feel self-conscious. Fine.
You're doing fine. It's okay.
We've lingered on this.
I'm
too
also
long, I need
choking
to
on
fucking go.
nachos, so it's fine.
What?
Oh my god, are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's just, nachos are not a good stream food to have when it's like chip.
I can't be like nice for your hands.
For my
Hang on.
hands? Oh, I forgot I had that on.
Cause cheese melty.
Oh, I actually didn't do too much cheese with this because I ran out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I am sorry actually. Fuck, dude.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait. That's the wrong one. I want to grab this. Hooray! Cool. Yippee. Do whatever feels best for you, Gabe, while I do a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to scream.
You don't
I'll
have
kill
to
them all.
scream.
I'll break everyone who's got to die.
There you go. Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, you're hurting me. Like
I'm
psychically. Don't say that.
Where's my hooray? I got two different ones.
Look, Gabe, I'm in autism simple minds today. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Oh no, I'm not telling that to you. I'm telling that to fucking Dork, dude.
Don't think
Ow.
about the chip between teeth. Protect your. Okay. Ezra swings her fist at me as I'm being dragged toward her in the air. Using the momentum of the pull, I manage to propel my body away from her fist's path. I wrap the whip around Ezra's body and jump onto her shoulders. Then I grab the red mask in my hand to tear it off. Use violence only when it's necessary. Shrieking, the red mask is ripped out and thrown to the ground. My hand turned red from the searing heat of the mask. Ezra struggled hard, crushing me into the floor in the process. I feel a sore pain. A bone or 10 must have gone a crack. It cost me a fortune to get my back fixed. I confronted Ezra's masks and tore them off one by one. With every mask I removed from her, a burst of Ezra's emotions come forth. An ice-cold mask, a mask that eats away the mind, a mask with rusted nails hammered into it. These are not your true emotions. They're facades, faces that you want other people to see of you. I was scalded, bled from splinters, got frostbites, and threw up from sickness. Only one mask remained. It's sadness, the absolute last mask of Ezra's that I wanted to face. Gabe?
Okay, that one's me. Sorry, I was having a moment of like reading ahead and trying to figure out who this was.
I couldn't save them. That time, I couldn't protect them all. I'm so sad.
The blue mask embedded in the center of Ezra's chest is crying, tears falling from its eyes. No, dear. That sadness isn't yours. The emotion was forced upon you by others. If you aren't feeling sad, there's no need to make yourself feel sad, no matter how others look at you.
But I'm really feeling sad, though.
You aren't sad because you couldn't save everyone that day. It was an excruciating task to bring myself to speak the next part, but I continued on nonetheless. You're sad that I'm bearing regret for what happened. The mask opened its mouth and began wailing loudly. My head felt like it was on the verge of bursting from hearing its cry. An unstoppable stream of tears started falling from my eyes. The mask broke apart, and several shards were stuck in my chest. The wounds bled tears instead of blood. Ezra was back to her usual self. She's knelt down, staring into the floor. I slowly walked over to her. "It's over now, dear," and gently caressed her head.
I can't cry right now.
"It's okay."
Detective, I'm sorry.
Also, hello, Suki BB. I hope you're doing well. Have a good day, Doodle. Thank you again for the support.
See you, Doodle.
Ezra whimpered. The next issue at hand is Yuria. She seems to be in a perilous condition as well. Although she doesn't seem to have been afflicted with a torrent of distortions, judging from the state of her body. I placed my hand on my forehead and whiffed my pipe. It's funny that there is no more support us over here for me to get tripped up by. Which means it will appear in like 2 or 3 chapters and then get me.
Surely.
Chapter 13, Teddy Bear. There is little I know about Yuria as a person. This child and I have one thing in common, however. I do not see any distortion from Yuria. Yuria was lying on the floor with her eyes closed. I open her eyelid to check if the pupil responds. This isn't an ordinary coma. Her self has been detached. I've seen this kind of condition before. The body is alive, but the mind is dead. Thankfully, her brain is still functional. There's still a chance. Ezra, bring me a scalpel, sterilized. I need one that can cut through bone.
Roger, you're gonna perform the operation I'm thinking of, right? I'll take out the stasis preservation cube in that case.
Imagine going through a thing like that, and then your friend is just like, "Hey, can you hand me a scalpel really quick?" And it's like,
Yep.
Do you need the cube also?
what?
The cube.
Yeah, the cube. You know the cube.
The cube. Yes, we're extracting her brain. Understood. The graphic for Distortion Detective now makes sense. As I was doing putting my stream promo together today, I'm like, "Hi, I wonder why Yuria is not on this and just her teddy bear is." Oh, I pulled a pair of sterile gloves out of the inner pocket of my coat and snapped them on. Belen, I think you were doing Yuria.
I was doing Yuria. And so where were we?
Right here.
Okay. Are you guys insane?
A small noise tickles my ears. It's Yuria's voice.
Over here. I'm here.
Detective, the teddy's moving.
The teddy bear strapped to Yuria's waist was wiggling its body.
Ladies, could you please keep my brain inside my head and release me from this belt while you're at it?
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's definitely Ezra.
What have we
Fucking
gotten
Moses will
ourselves
never
into
say
this
that.
time? It appears that Yuria's consciousness is carried over to that doll somehow. I fix my sight upon the small plush dusting itself down as I smoked for my pipe. I have never experienced this kind of stuff before, although I do have a guess. The teddy bear crossed its arms. Ezra looked flustered by the sight. This teddy bear is... Oh, this is Yuria. Okay.
Yeah, this teddy bear is the same type of object as your pipe. In other words, it belongs to me and me alone. You can tell this much, right?
Which means it's something that responds to your emotions.
That's right. When I was being swept away by that gross tide, it felt like the thoughts of other people were invading my head. I wanted to run from those thoughts by any means. That's when my teddy surrounded me and kept me safe.
In summary, an act of a bizarre force transferred your mind from your body into that teddy bear.
That looks to be the case. After all, these tools of ours resonate with our emotions.
Shaper, you are evil. I should have disabled.
No.
I should have disabled the woo for this stream. Actually, you know what?
Well, Rin, do you want to have a conversation? How are you doing today? What did you do?
Well, you see, there's a funny thing I can do where I can refund points.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could just refund.
I can just refund.
I was full prepared to just talk to you in Uwu voice for like a minute and then continue.
I would not be able. I would not be able to lock the fuck back in if I did that.
I'm not gonna lie, if you were gonna go down that path game, I would have joined in, but not Uwu voice. I would have done my Neko arc.
No,
I think I would have died. Listen,
Oh my
nobody does an
God.
Uwu voice better than M. You
Yeah,
have to have Uwu voices redeemable when you invest
it's pretty much entirely for M, yeah. Where the fuck is my... How the fuck do I manage my... Goddamn... I'll worry about it later. I'll refund you those points later. But yes, I would get so fucking unlocked if I did that right now. I'm sorry. I need to make a button that like automatically sets things to different moods and everything. Like as in like disables some redeems, enables other redeems, depending on what I need. It's a thing I want to do eventually, especially since I do some more focused playthroughs. Where the fuck
Where were we?
In summary, right, no, Blinn read this, yeah. So, do you know how to come back?
Nope.
You're admitting it quite boldly.
Isn't this exciting, rather? We're opening a new horizon. This phenomenon. It's worth analyzing further. We'll have a lot to talk about when we head back.
As she says, there will be much to discuss with each other now. If we can safely get back, that is. Ezra, carry Uria's body. Putting a person in a dimensional bag could have unforeseen consequences.
Got it.
That is Yuria.
Yeah, I know. It's stretching. Please handle it carefully, Sunbae.
Yep.
Yuria, would you like to get inside a pocket?
Please put me on your shoulder, Detective Moses. I want to see the same scenery as you do.
I put my hand to my forehead and whiffed my pipe. I could have known I'd be doing something like this in my life. I bent down to pick up the teddy bear and placed it on my left shoulder.
Oh my gosh, Detective, that looks so good on you.
She is a puppy. Ezra hopped in excitement. That won't help heal her wounds. Since both of you are safe and sound now, albeit in different shapes, let's figure out how to escape this underground warehouse.
Got it.
Understood.
It'll take some time to get used to someone speaking right in my ear. Knowing where the River of Distortions disappeared to would provide a crucial clue for the way out. There's no exit or drain to be found in this white room. I carefully felt around the wall and knocked on it. The wall seems to be made with a material that feels like glass panes used in laboratories. Figures. Hey, I know you're watching us from behind that wall, pal. I believe it's time you explained what's going on here. Clap, clap, clap. I hear someone clapping.
Detective, behind you.
Ezra shouted. The wall turns translucent, revealing a dark silhouette standing behind it. Who the fuck is this? I think, yeah, okay, yeah. Excellent, Moses. You managed to reach this place in one piece, and you ultimately drove us into this corner. You are a capable person, I will admit. You even saved your colleagues and kept yourself alive on top of that. Thanks to you, our company has effectively gone bankrupt. What is the produce company in the back streets doing, meddling with creatures? Was it a secret weapons supplier in disguise? It's a humble company with dreams, that's all. Taeyong Produce Co. was an ambitious firm that aims to become a wing. This is Yuria.
Yeah.
It's true that there's a vacant spot in the ranks of the wings ever since L-Corp in the South fell. It's still a huge room to have, I must say.
Yuria pointed out. One should dream big, as they say. Though through a remarkably difficult and taxing process, we acquired a lead on Lobotomy Corp's singularity after paying a great price. About Encephalion, the so-called eco-friendly energy. Encephalion. Distortion and energy. A combination I couldn't have possibly imagined. And they mentioned Lobotomy Corporation, a former wing out of the blue. What is this person talking about? I'm sure you have many things you'd like to know. Now let me do you a favor and answer one question of yours, whatever it may be. It's a prize for making it here alive, and a reward for leading our company to ruin. My head is pouting, my body about to crumble. My broken ribs ache, my burnt hand stings. My left cheek is freezing. The blood leaking from my chest is losing warmth. So many things happened to us today. Ezra stands next to me, carrying Yuria's body. She seemed to be barely holding her onto her consciousness. She bled so badly that a puddle of blood was forming beneath her feet. Usually I would have asked who they are, where they bought that odd box from, and what exactly has happened in this company. However, I don't have time for any more of your horseshit and conspiracies. All I want is to leave this place and rest. I'm not interested in anything else right now. Are you sure you're going to be okay with that? Opportunities like this won't come often. I am, I answered as I puffed smoke from the pipe. That's a shame, but if you insist. The walls of the right room split apart to reveal an elevator. You can use the lift back there. There's no tricks or traps placed there to harm you, so fret not. If killing you all was our goal, you would have been dead meat far before you could get here. I can't be bothered to tell if they're speaking the truth. Let's go, Ezra.
Yes, Chief.
We took the elevator. This hellish day is coming to an end at last. I want to get back to my home immediately, get treated, and lie down. I'm sure Ezra shares my sentiment. I have many things to discuss with Yuria. I imagine there will be a ton of things to clear up once we head back. The elevator's doors are closing. A silhouetted person muttered in the back. I've lost. Are they talking to themselves? Who is that person they're talking to? Yes. As soon as I heard that word, my... Yes, Gabe?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
As soon as I heard that word, my eyes opened wide. Blood and rage rushed to my head. I must ask that bastard what they meant when they spoke that word. The doors aren't completely shut yet. My body acts before rationality could have a say. I sprang for them.
Detective Moses, what's wrong?
Yuria jumped down from my shoulder. Right as Yuria landed on the floor, Ezra stood in my way and harshly blocked me as if she was preparing for this. And she struck me on the back of my neck.
Sorry, Detective. We've got to live first.
I fainted, collapsing into Ezra's embrace. I also like that it's a name that Boleyn recognizes. Or term, I don't fucking know. Chapter 14, Psychoment.
Woo!
You shouldn't have stopped me. I snapped at Ezra with my pipe in my mouth. The two of us are facing each other, sitting at the table of our office.
But there was no reason to risk your life for info about that person, Detective. You'll be leaving to see her in 2 weeks anyway.
Ezra yelled at me in an emotional voice, as if she were about to break into tears. No use lamenting over a missed opportunity. My hand made its way up to my forehead and I breathed out a chain of smoke.
Buenos dias, Moses.
Buenos dias.
Anyway.
Imbecile.
God.
This is Yuria.
This is Yuri, I think, yeah. Fuck it. Fuck.
Where?
Right here.
Okay.
Points at the screen as if you can look.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right there.
I was about to say.
Right there, you know? It's,
right
it's
there.
like, yeah, right over there.
Right down the road.
Right down the road.
I got boss weapons.
Okay.
No, don't lose your cool over it, ladies. It's fortunate enough that we escaped that hellish company alive.
I'm changing.
How fitting.
I wanted to change music. After wrapping bandages around my injuries, Yuria climbed down to the table to calm us. This is still Yuria?
I think so. Detective Moses, your wounds have been all bandaged up. And don't forget to take this HP tablet before going to bed tonight.
The teddy bear places a pill in front of me.
And here's yours, Sunday.
Yuria waddled across the table and put one in front of Ezra as well.
Thanks.
Ezra dropped her head. I suppose I should change this topic. Yuria, why don't you tell me what happened with your body?
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to talk about that. Much like your smoking pipe, this plushy doll is an object that responds to emotions. I call these instruments psychoment.
Equipment that's powered by the soul, huh?
That's the gist of it. I know it's silly that a workshop meister is talking about souls and spirituality when my job is all about technology, but those are the facts. After seeing you battle those monstrous giants in the underground warehouse of Young Produce Co., and having myself transferred to this teddy bear psychoment, I've become sure of this.
What was the ribbon you tied to my smoking pipe? I never created flaming birds with my pipe before.
That's an experimental work of mine. I tried decorating your psychoment a little. Simply put, that psychoment holds more potential than any other piece of equipment that that has existed up till now. Can you believe that someone could manifest personalized gear just from having a strong determination or feeling? If psychoment became more accessible to the city's denizens, it would shift the ecology of the city and its workshops. I'm focusing on enhancing the psychoments by sculpting and decorating them. One type of psychoment are tools or objects materialized from emotions that can be directly used, such as your smoking pipe. Another type is remotely controlled psychoments, such as mine. Then again, I've only seen 5 psychoments so far. Since I've gone to see only a few, much of it is still a mystery to me.
I just like had to not laugh there because I'm just imagining in the back of my head Carmen banging down the door. It's just like, oh, you want everyone to have psychoments, huh? I have a great way for that to happen. Distort.
I have a wonderful 2-step plan.
I have a wonderful 2-step plan, and it only has a small chance of things going horribly wrong.
I need to find the fucking image from Tumblr.
Oh, you think that the small percent chances is for distorting? No, the small percent chance of things going horribly wrong is you actually not distorting. I would really not like that. I'd prefer you distort. Nightmare. Carmen is therapy, psychoment is fidget toys.
And you know damn well what route I'm going down!
I have a really great way for everyone in the city to have psychoments, possibly. It's just a 5% chance of manifesting it. The 95% chance is distorting, which I'm plenty fine with those odds, and you should be too.
I like the visual of Ayan just like descending from the fucking light and just walks towards you. It just like gestures for you to open out your hand. You do so, and he just fucking places a fidget spinner in your hand and walks away.
He just turns around and leaves.
Like just re-enters the light.
You. He like makes eye contact with you. He like gently nods and he just leaves.
You just hear what he said to Angela. It's just like, I'm sorry. And I'm proud of you. Good job.
I'm sorry that this is happening to you. My ex is
good job.
Good job.
You were either going to learn how to wield a fidget spinner or become the fidget spinner. One of those is much worse than the others.
Okay. Okay, I found it. I found the
Angela
image.
wakes up in a haze and she has one of those fucking little fidget cubes in her hand.
Yeah.
This picture.
I posted the
Get more ego at tree.org.
Get distorted. Distortion is cool and
Distortion
wet,
is
lol.
cool and wet, lol. Studies have shown fixers like distorting. Slurp it up and be a distortion enjoyer. Get more ego at tree.org.
I'm really fond of tree.org.
I just love this fucking
Psychoment
image.
is just Temu ego. What I was going to say, I'm like, are we
I'm
not
pretty sure
just...
they're one and the same.
They're one and the same,
They
because
are-
why would they... Obviously, they're not going to know the term ego. They're not... Like, that is a thing that was
Not
made
from
with...
Lob.
Yeah. It's really fun approaching this from another angle where people are like, what the fuck is this? Because the only... Because I imagine one of the 5 segments she's seen would be Callie's, because that was probably the first
the red
instance.
mist.
Yeah, before Callie disappeared.
So there's different kinds of ego gear. Obviously, there's a kind of ego gear that you get from Abnos, and that's separate from Psychoment. Psychoment is ego gear that you get.
You
personally.
manifested.
Like you
Yeah.
figure it out.
No, I figured it out,
like,
yeah.
the red mist,
So that's,
Zhao,
that's
and
separate. That's
yeah.
like the separate categories: abnormality based and Psychoment, and that's
So-
what Distortion Detective is telling you.
Well, yes, but still, like, we call it ego, right, on the LobCorp side of things. Meanwhile, they're not going to know the term ego, so yeah, of course they would come up with a different term, but also it does make sense, too, to be used towards things that you manifest, because, yeah, things that you manifest are going to be a lot fucking stronger than ego resonance. Man-made bootleg ego?
I don't think that's correct.
I
don't think that's correct, because it sounds like, it very much seems like, both Yuria and Moses manifested theirs, but yeah. Alright.
Just in very different ways in comparison to what we've seen so far.
You mean you've seen others with that?
Yes, but yours was by far the most impressive psychoman I've seen. If I'm being honest, that red cylinder you summoned in the underground warehouse, it could erase space itself. I've never seen such a powerful psychoman before. I knew I chose the right person.
Okay, she has not met Callie then.
To be fair, I don't think she's seen the red mist in action.
Actually, no, she wouldn't have seen the red mist in action because she's like 21. She would have been 10 when Callie disappeared. I gently closed my eyes and recalled the memories of that moment. This is you, Blunt?
You can't see what you can call the distortion in me, can you, Detective?
I nodded in acknowledgement.
According to my theory, psychoman is the distortion physically removed from a person. That's why the distortion can be seen in people who own a psychoman, like you and me.
Makes sense.
It's my turn now. How did you get your hands on that smoking pipe, Detective Moses?
Yuria asked, crossing her arms. Do you really wish to know? If you try to dig into me any deeper than this, you might end up entangled forever. Isn't that right, Ezra? Ezra gave a silent agreement.
I swore to devote my whole life to psychoman.
Your whole life? Okay. I took a smoky breath. I happen to be wondering the same thing as you. Why this smoking pipe ended up in my hands. How come I know how to use this damn thing? The memories are scattered into pieces, and the emotions are in a muddle. I breathed it out. That's why I'm chasing after the distortion. We're going to leave soon to find out that truth. I'll go on a trip that I won't ever come back from.
So you don't really know yourself.
Yuria spoke in a disappointed tone. I want to know it more desperately than anyone. The cursed phenomenon in this damned pipe have made me suffer too many sacrifices. Yuria, know that I'm going to sincerely and thoroughly exploit you from this moment onward.
You're more than welcome if it means I can learn more about your psychoman and the emotions that form it. Please use me to your heart's content.
There,
Can't be saying that, girl.
I
Can't be saying that.
You can't.
Can't be saying that.
A lot of things were just said between women to each other that. Alright.
You can't be saying that.
Yuria extended her plush arm for a handshake. I couldn't help but give a chuckle as I held the teddy bear's little hand and shook it gently. Well then, I suppose it's time to hit the proverbial hay. Tomorrow will be another day. I nudged the chair backwards and stood up. This is, oh, yeah, Ezra?
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that? I think that's Syria.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Yuria.
yeah, alright.
Yeah.
The period, not a comma here.
Oh, no, that is Ezra.
No, this is,
No,
this
the
is Yuria.
first
This is
one
Yuria.
Is Yuria. The second one, so the third is Ezra.
Because also, Ezra would not say Detective Moses.
Yeah, she was just a detective.
Detective, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Defective.
Ace defective.
That's exactly where my mind was fucking going to.
Lock in. Take my payments. Okay.
When?
Yeah.
Lock in, lock in.
I'm sorry, I had a really vile memes replay in my head.
Amazing.
Remember to take your HP tablet, Detective Moses.
I will. Ezra, are you going to stay up for a while longer?
Yeah, I want to talk with Yuria for a bit.
Alright. I should give the youth some alone time together after all. I'll go to bed first then.
Good night, Detective.
Oh right, Ezra lightly nodded at me. Translation notes. Neologism psychoment is intended to reflect the common word created by the author. The English translation combines the prefix psycho, understood denote relation to soul or mind, and affix meant to indicate that it's instrument equipment. Original Korean leans a bit more towards the soul spirit connotation rather than mind, can mean either. Neat. Chapter 5, Vespa Crabro. The midday sun was shining overhead and over bed when I woke up. I'd slept for a while, hadn't I? I barely managed to get up and unwind the bandages around my body. It seems most of my injuries healed up overnight, thanks to the HP tablet I took. I love that it's called HP tablet.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this, by the way.
The first thing I saw as I opened the door to leave the room was Ezra having lunch at the table.
Detective, did you have a good rest?
Ezra cheerfully greets me from her seat. She is back to her usual lively self, having shaken off all the fatigue and gloom that was weighing her down yesterday. Yeah, is your body alright?
Yep, I'm totally peppy now. What would you like for lunch, Detective?
I don't feel like eating. My pipe made its way back into its usual position, and I headed to the terrace. There's quite a few things I need to look into. Ezra, is Yuria in her room?
Mm-hmm. She said she's gonna inspect the black box you brought from Taeyoung Produce Co.
I do like her tendency to take the initiative. Enjoy your lunch, Ezra.
Okay.
Leaving Ezra with her meal, I headed for Yuria's room. Loud noises were coming from the door. I knocked on Yuria's door. The one sound effect I can do. Hooray! Yuria, mind if I come in?
No, be my guest.
When I opened the door, a familiar stairway met my eyes. It's the same set of stairs I took when I first visited Yuria Atelier. The room I gave to Yuria didn't have any stairs, nor did it have space for them. It was structurally impossible for stairs to be there. Perhaps this is one of the effects of psychoment, as Yuria calls it. I walked down the stairs, thankfully with no bears aggressively jumping me at this time. The corridor is decorated with ribbons that vividly show off Yuria's taste. I wonder if she adorned it herself, or ordered her teddy bears to do the job. I reached the hall at the end of the corridor. The space feels smaller than last time. It's rather compact, even. 8 teddy bears stood around the workbench, busily engaging in craft work as sparks flew off.
You're here, Detective?
One of the teddy bears turned around to greet me. I don't remember giving you the permission to modify the office building at your will. I still have many more months of rent to pay for the leased space.
Don't worry, Detective Moses. I can revert it at any time.
You mean to tell me this space is part of your psychoment?
Yes. It's my own atelier. I can freely control the teddy bears according to my will here.
So, did you find a way to go back to your original body?
No. It seems to be sealed or tight. There's still too little we know about psychoment. Finding a way back to my old body is one of the things that we'll have to figure out.
Yuria casually spoke, as if it didn't matter too much to her. What will happen if something goes wrong with your original body?
If my vital functions ceased and my brain stopped, I would probably die. My speculation is that psychoment requires the user's mind to exist for it to work. But it's not like I can try crushing my own body to test this hypothesis.
Well, if you just go over and see the bad ending of Library of Verna, you will absolutely see that hypothesis checks out. 100%. How do you handle having meals with that body?
I should be alright as long as my body out there is put on a life support machine. This teddy bear can move fine without eating anything. It's my brain that requires nutrition, rather.
I have a great idea for that. Put your brain into a tube and become one with me. We'll make everyone into distortions.
Get distorted, love.
Distort. Carmen, please get out. Please get out.
You weren't invited.
You weren't invited. I'm here everywhere. You can't invite me.
Shutting the door really fast. You really weren't invited.
And descends up from the light once again to grab Carmen.
I'm sorry my wife is like this.
And I'm so sorry.
Yuria shook her head.
I'm more concerned about this black box. I've never seen this type of material. The person from Taeyoung Produce Co. mentioned L Corp. I'm thinking it might have something to do with its singularity.
Are you implying that a winged singularity has been leaked?
Well, it collapsed anyway.
Remnants of a singularity. There have been a few cases of a singularity coming off pattern after the wing holding it breaks. This is still Yuria?
Or someone could have scavenged one of the sealed branches. Or got all the way into the headquarters, perhaps.
Yuria, I'm more interested in learning about the functions and working principles of that box.
I can tell you what it does. This box sucks in people's psyche. Or their distortions, to be exact.
This is some kind of psychoment.
Basically. From what I've seen, at least. It could be a psychoment belonging to someone. Or one formed from artificially created minds and emotions.
Creating minds and emotions, an action that is considered a taboo. We'll ultimately have to learn more about the distortion and what you call psychoment. Yuria naturally climbed onto my shoulder.
That's why you're going on a long trip, right?
Speaking of, what should we do with your body when we leave?
That's an issue I'm still pondering over. I've been tinkering with a few ideas, but for now, we should focus on chasing the distortion. We already have a few requests waiting to be read.
Yuria held her arm to point at the exit. This tiny teddy is growing more brazen with each passing day. Sure, let us have a look. I left the room to find a visitor in our office. The atmosphere was ominous. Ezra is sitting on the sofa facing the guest, looking as anxious as she can be. I can see his back from here. A bright yellow jacket embroidered with the black hornets. A couple of weapons lay next to him. Having the gall to wear such a blindingly obtrusive color means that he has not much confidence in his skills. Is it a member of a syndicate, or a fixer? The guest noticed my presence and turned his head to look at me. Then a deep voice came from his mouth. Who wants to take this? Gabe, do you want to take this?
And got stolen. Oh, you're...
Oh, you're gonna give me this guy.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know, fam. You're the one who knows what
Hold on.
what happens here.
I know this guy. I know exactly who this guy is.
Gabe, I give the typecasting rights to you.
I'm deciding right now. It could be Blinn, it could also be me. I find this guy incredibly funny. Right now, he won't be funny. But...
Right now, he won't be.
But he is funny.
I can do it. I don't
You
mind.
wanna do it? You could do it. You could do it. You could totally do it. You should do it even.
So where are we? A pleasure to meet you, Dr. Moses.
Ezra, who is this person? He doesn't appear to be a client looking to give us a request, I adjusted the positioning of my pipe slightly.
Detective, this is...
Ezra floundered.
Let me introduce myself.
The man got up from his chair and turned to me, resuming his speech.
I am Vespa. Crabro. I'm a fixer working under the direct and command of N-Corp, and a taboo hunter.
Taboo. Damn it, this reminds me of this sly little bear Yuria recorded us the first time we met. Now she was doing her best to act like a lifeless plushie on my shoulder.
I received reports that Moses' office should know about a certain person who violated the taboo of District 14.
And who could that taboo-breaking idiot be? I asked, puffing away on my pipe.
Yuria Atelier. That's the name of the violator.
He answered, fiddling with the hilt of his sword, wrapped in yellow cloth. Is this guy a fucking color?
No.
Okay.
No. This guy's not a color.
I was trying to think. I'm like,
Fair.
Vespa's. Neither of these are color terms. I don't
I
think,
will
at
tell you-
least.
I will tell you what he is. He is a grade 1 fixer.
Okay, so he's damn close to it and dressing like the part that he's gonna be a color soon.
Well, if you're a fucking taboo hunter, you gotta be that fucking guy.
Yeah,
He got
taboo
that dog in him.
taboo hunter is very interesting.
He is a yellow loving loser. I fucking love this guy.
No,
You'll know why.
Several people in the streets have testified that they saw you enter Yuria Atelier.
do you have concrete evidence? Oh, right. Recording footage was forbidden in District 14, wasn't it? Vespa closed his eyes for a moment. He seemed to be absorbed in thought. He soon opened his eyes and spoke to me.
Thank you for your cooperation. If you happen to witness Yuria, please mail me at this address.
He handed me his business card. I will, Mr. Vespa. Ezra, our guest is leaving.
Okay, detective.
Ezra rose from her sofa seat to open the office's door for our departing guest. As Vespa walked past me, he whispered into my ear.
That's quite a cute toy on your shoulder.
Why, thank you. Vespa briefly stopped at the entrance and gave us a nod before closing the door. Ezra, start packing up. Now, I calmly spoke.
There he
I had a feeling.
is.
I'm like, this is the guy
There
on
he
the title.
is! This guy's fucking. I like him. You'll understand why.
I gotta be honest. He already gives me he kind of gives me the energy of the fucking driver. Like literally giving me the energy of a guy trying to emulate that. Can we talk about the fact that he has a skin tight bodysuit that shows off his fucking rock hard abs, has this dumbass
He doesn't
fucking
need to be doing all
jacket.
that.
Like it's the combination of everything
He's got
here
a
where I'm like
loose-fitting jacket.
he has a fucking turtleneck skin tight bodysuit, a loose fitting dork ass jacket.
He's a nerd. Vespa crabro is also the species name for the European hornet.
That
Fucking
explains
dork.
the symbols.
Fucking dork. Absolute dork.
He's bags.
Take me seriously.
Please take me so fucking seriously. Please.
It's so try hard that it kind of just loops around for it to it being comedic.
You understand
Like,
why
that's
I like
kind
this
of
guy
the
so
thing.
much.
This motherfucker is Ryan Seacrest, but every single movie he's in, every kind of genre, I do mean every single one.
I will be right back real quick. I'm gonna go get some water.
No worries.
Okay. I really, really like that description. I really like that description.
Ryan Seacrest, but every single movie he's in, every kind of... I don't understand. Wait.
You know.
I don't even know who the fuck Ryan Seacrest... I do not recognize this guy.
There's a guy in fucking Blade Runner. He's also in La La Land.
I don't
he's in a
think
couple other
I don't
things.
think I've actually watched Blade Runner.
What?
I just watched
That's
Rambo
fair.
for the first time a few days ago. Cool, great ass movie, by the way. Fucking holy shit, that is an insane movie.
What else has he done?
I've
I
also
fucking
not watched
forget.
La
I'm
La
really bad at
Land.
actors. He's in.
You'd be amazed at the things that I do not know, but that does provide me with a neat experience of learning things. While we're waiting on Blinn, what's my other things I have here? Okay, that works. Yeah, I like this.
I like Vespa.
Mhm,
I like
mhm,
Vespa a
mhm.
lot. You can tell. This is one of the characters I was very excited for, along with Miss Ezra, of course.
As well as War Criminal.
Old woman war criminal.
Yeah, I'll wait
I
for
love
I'll wait for
Moses.
Blinn since Blinn and I are both pretty much experiencing this anew. But
Mhm.
oh yeah, what does your manifested ego do? It shunts me into the body of my teddy bear. Oh, that doesn't sound very useful. But the teddy bear can and will kill you very easily. Oh, and it's also very soft and huggable. Okay. Okay. Right. What happens to your normal body? Oh, if you kill me, I will die.
But if you put me on life support, it's like fine, I'll be okay.
Yuria is just the SCP. Yuria is just the teddy bear now. She is literally just the teddy bear.
She's awesome. I love Yuria. She's so strange.
She-
Don't you love Moses' weird crew? You have a fucking dog girl, and you also have
A bear girl.
actual teddy bear.
Actual teddy bear, yeah.
Dog girl who is also a deer girl.
Who is also a deer girl, yeah, yeah. Deer girl with dog girl energy.
Mhm.
Evil teddy bear made out of human ears.
That's an SCP.
Okay, understood. I don't know SCPs. Whenever anyone mentions SCPs, I'm like, oh yeah, I love lobotomy. Oh, right. You were not right. Okay. Have you heard of Lobotomy Corporation? If you like SCPs, you might like that game.
I did tell my friend, if you really like SCP and you really want to torture yourself.
Like, Lobotomy Corporation is torture, but it's a good form of torture where, like,
It's a rewarding
you can
time.
look back on the hours you spent and not be like, why the fuck did I do that? Like playing, I don't know, Hawkeye Star Rail and be like, why did I play so many hours of this? Or actually, honestly, I'd attribute some of that to Final Fantasy XIV as well. I gotta be fucking real. I would attribute some of that to a feeling to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm like, why did I spend so much? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth trying to be Omnicrafter for one expansion? Putting so many hours in. A YouTube thumbnail called it the cure to ADHD. Amazing. You beat both? Beat both of what? Lobotomy Corporation, Final Fantasy XIV?
I don't know if you beat 14.
Somebody's trying to get every achievement in 14 and they've realized they've already lost because they should have started the moment that the game came out.
Yes, there's a lot of exclusive achievements that you cannot get anymore.
Well,
because
also,
they're
there's
event
achievements that require you to essentially play every day. And
Yes.
the best time to start was 11 years ago. SCP and LobCorp, I say.
exclusive.
Yeah, LobCorp, you end up realizing you have some manner of brainworms by the end of the Lobotomy Corporation and how to harness them efficiently. It's kind of funny that of the Dragon Council members, I'm kind of the one who does anytime there's a collab, handles a lot of organization details very particularly. I'm like, oh, that's just because I played Lobotomy Corporation.
Our diligent manager.
Our diligent
Alright.
manager is very used to handling a lot of characters. All
I'm
right,
gonna go get more water. I'll be back.
Understood.
We're still waiting for Glenn.
yeah. Bullen is filling up like 3 gallons. You said you were gonna go get water. Go get water. And he's gone. Gabe will be catching up in Fixiv eventually. I've kind of taken my cue to pass out of Fixiv. Dawn Trail wasn't bad. It just, the parts that I liked of Dawn Trail are not the parts that they wanted to explore. Acquired your team members' e-boxes to unlock how to control them. I mean, I could just, yeah. I am just very particular about organizing things.
Wow.
Wow. You got your water very fast.
Yo.
Dawn Trail I disliked. I did like this past Mountain Patch.
I heard that the most recent patch is like fucking life changing.
I've heard that the recent patch did a really good job. However, it does. I really like Final Fantasy IX. That's all I'll say. I'm not happy with the inclusion of Final Fantasy IX and how it's done here.
Okay.
I really don't want to spoil things for you too much. I'm trying like hard.
Don't fucking tell me anything. Just straight up don't tell me anything. If
Yeah.
you do, I'll kill you.
Yeah, no. I genuinely think Dawn Trail's... I think Dawn Trail has a lot of good parts. Again, I love the Turalian setting a lot. And Wukalamat gets a lot of shit that she does not deserve. Primarily because
Come on, my angel. I
the
don't know anything about her. She's just beautiful.
the biggest critique I can give Wukalamat is that like the writers needed to not be afraid with her. I don't know how she's handled in patch content, but...
Well, I do know that the fucking developers were like, damn, we didn't expect people to like Wukalamat more. We're gonna show you her more.
Yeah.
You have to like her.
I genuinely think that's like, I think they could have gone harder with Wukalamat during the expansion.
I think people are also just weird about Wukalamat.
Oh, I mean,
Of course,
obviously,
because
yeah.
gotta
I
be
just,
One woman, two. Oh god.
yeah.
Oh my god, everyone's so fucking mean to her for no reason.
Yeah, everyone was so mean to her, and she's actually really goddamn cool. Glenn, where are you?
Man.
I don't want to raid without him, because like this is experience for him too, since he hasn't read.
Yeah, we can't. We have to.
I don't think that
experience
Wukalamata
everything
has ever
together.
been irredeemable. I think she's been plenty good. All like it's more like I'm just like, if y'all are gonna be doing a like Mexican based character and all, right, you need to give her some spice. You need to give her some heat to cook with, and there was not enough spice in the kitchen during Dawn Trail. Is they needed to throw a little more heat onto that dish to make it kick a little bit harder. They were a little bit afraid of making someone who can't take any spice walk out of the restaurant crying. I'm like, nah. You need to pile on that heat. Let her cook. Let her do her thing.
Hi, Gogi.
God, I feel like Blinn left me like my father. He said he was just gonna go for a jug for some water refill.
Like Benphilia. Chilling.
There he is.
I'm pretty forgiving to a lot of the women in this game, granted, because
I'm forgiving to the women. I'm not forgiving to the writers for failing the women.
I feel this way about Lise more than anyone. Oh my
Fucking
fucking god.
Lysol-
I feel so bad for her.
She could have been so much better.
She
if
could have been something. She kind of like the worst part about her is there's like
they erase her
something
character.
there,
They erase
and I
it.
wish there was nothing there.
Like my biggest problem, she actually, I don't know, I forget how much you've gone through Endwalker, but like you finished Endwalker because you actually, Lace isn't that bad in Endwalker. Like
You find an Endwalker.
she comes out. Both Sky and I were like, please stop talking, and then she has a few lines and does a few things. It's like, oh, she actually got to
Listen,
do something.
again,
The writers actually let her do
has-
something.
Sorry, that took a bit longer than
I
expected.
thought-
sorry, we're talking about.
My,
It gave the feeling of my father saying that he's gonna go get milk and then never came back.
Nope,
my dad-
not what's happening here.
my folks got chicken wings.
Oh, fuck,
Understood.
yum.
So
Damn.
Blinn said he's gonna go get some water and then ended up getting chicken wings and never came back.
I came back. Fuck you.
He did come back. No, we were talking about Mix-Up. But yeah, no, Lice. The thing that I hate about Lise is that
I wish there was something.
she also, like, if you have a character acting a certain way for many, many, many years, they can't just swap back to like it was nothing. That's the biggest critique I have about her, is that she was portraying somebody for so many years and then suddenly an entirely different person. I'm like, no.
I wish she had a bigger identity crisis.
You are not a fucking undercover operative who is trained for this shit. You are a regular human being who had to mask your sister's death. Fucking come on. Yeah. All right, let's get back in.
Again, there's almost something there, and I wish there was nothing there at all.
Yeah, like
Because it would be better, it would be more like forgivable if there was just like nothing.
Yeah.
But there is something, and I'm mad about it. It's just bad writing, asshole. You could have made her a character. Okay.
yeah.
sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
Chapter 16. Dogui Combat Office. An ordinary hotel in District 14. I checked into the most average room with 2 beds I could ask for. Ezra and I sat on a bed. Yuria's old body lay on the other, and next to me is Yuria and her plush doll body.
Isn't it way too humid in here? My con's gonna get moldy.
You sly teddy bear. Perhaps she knowingly broke the taboo as a means to keep us hostage. I'd bonk her on the head if I could hurt her. We left our office to escape the taboo hunter's eyes. He most certainly noticed that we were hiding something as soon as he met us. Those kinds of fixers simply can't be avoided. Although, how come they immediately send a fixer that appears to be at least a grade 2 after us? It's not common for a wing to dispatch a fixer under its command to deal with something as trivial as filming a fight in the back streets. Yuria, do you happen to have a previous track record of breaking taboos? Well, Yuria, I guess this is the end of our relationship. This is Ezra.
Surely.
Junior, it was fun while it lasted.
Yuria?
Yes.
Yuria says ladies.
Was drinking water.
All good.
Blends in fucking wing world, dude.
I was hungry. To be
I'm
fair.
hungry.
Ladies, like it or not, we're all in the same boat already.
Tell me why the two of us should risk our lives to protect you. Our own come before investigating distortions or psychoments. And that's what's chasing us right, and what's chasing us right now is neither. We're not running a combat-oriented office.
It's all for Psychoman, of course. I rewatched the videos of you using the smoking pipe and the giant emerging from that black box countless times. That's how I could make many theoretical advancements in our research.
What? Don't tell me the glasses we were actually detective! I never asked her to put any kind of recording function in the glasses.
Aren't they in the district that has a strict no recording rule?
Yes.
That's
She's
the
actively breaking the fucking rules.
that's the L district, I believe, right? No, N district,
N
yeah.
Angkor.
Ezra waved her hands and shook her head. That cheeky little bear. I put my hand to my forehead. You mean everything that happened in Sayung Proto's code that day was recorded?
Yes. Until that disgusting river took the glasses off your faces, that is.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was scared you kicked me out. You would have at least stopped me if you knew. But if I didn't make any record of the Psychoman or the distortions, this research wouldn't go anywhere.
Yes,
That's why I was quiet about it.
Yes, that's fine and all, but Yuria, I put a hand on the teddy bear's head and pet it. Remember, if you hide details that could put us in mortal peril one more time, then I'll part company with you for real.
Understood, Detective Moses.
Yes, that's a good girl.
You can't be saying that!
Alright, Ezra, tell me your first impressions of Vespa.
Move on.
Ezra has
Doesn't
a
comment,
keen
move on.
sense. Ezra has a keen sense when it comes to combat. Since she enjoys fighting, she's excellent in discerning a strong opponent from a weak one.
Can't beat him.
Ezra declared that outright. Ezra is honest when she says she's no match for someone.
That person reeked of blood. He's probably fought more battles than I can count. He might be stronger than Heejun Sonbei too.
Which means he's definitely grade 2 or above. One who is an expert in murder at that.
Detective Moses, can you defeat him with your Psychoman? Your smoking pipe could take down the gigantic salesman the other day.
This kid seems to be mistaking me with the red mist. Iria, confronting humans is a different issue. There is a fundamental contrast between a distortion filled with naught but murderous intent, and a person who is trained in the art of killing. A person like Vespa who has overcome numerous life and death situations won't give me any time to breathe into my smoking pipe. He'd slice my arm off or break it before I could take a single peep.
What if Ezra Sunbay earned you some time just like the last time?
Junior, I'm not sure I can stall that guy at all.
Silence fills the room. Only the sound of the ventilator fan disturbs the stillness. If we can't fight the
horn.
If we can't fight the Hornet head on, we'll have to outsmart him. The best way would be to avoid having to fight him altogether. This is
The first thing
Yuria.
I could think. Yeah, the first thing I think I can think of is fleeing District 14.
Yuria suggests crossing her arms. A simple idea, but sadly not foolproof. There's 2 weeks of time until we can take the warp train with the tickets we received. The taboo hunter could catch up with us easily if we just drove along the road.
Oh fuck.
All good.
Detective, I got one.
Ezra raises her hand and waves it. Go ahead.
Maybe we should hire a super duper strong fixer to fight for us.
Yeah, hopefully they'll buy us enough time to run. Do you have any personal connections with grade 1 or 2 fixers who specialize in combat, Ezra?
No.
I'm doubtful they'll take our request in the first place, even if there were any. Opposing a fixer who directly belongs to a wing essentially means opposing that wing. Also, Vespa is underneath N-Corp as well, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You're working for
Uh-huh.
the corporation, baby.
Oh boy, I wonder how much taboo Yuria has broken. Alright, Gabe.
Detective, that means he'll stop bothering us once you meet up with Heejun Sonbei in District 11, right?
It'll certainly be less trouble for us if we can pass the buck on him. We just need to hold out for 2 weeks. We need to find someone who could buy us that much time. Ezra, do you have the most recent issue of the Monthly Fixer Office catalog?
Of course I do.
Ezra rummaged through her pockets and handed over the paper book she found. I skimmed through the catalog densely packed with advertisements and promotional phrases for all sorts of offices, carefully scanning the section for combat-oriented ones. There's one useful-looking office that's not too far from here. Dogui Combat Office, a Grade 2 office, unaffiliated with any association. 17 members, operates 24 hours a day, open year-round. Normally, it's extremely risky to use an office with no assurance from any association. It could be linked to dangerous syndicates. But in times like these, it's a perfect pawn for us. They won't ask what's going on. All they ask for is money. Ezra, I'll go outside for a bit.
Okie dokie, I'll get my gear.
No, I want you to stay here and keep Yuria's body safe.
But Detective, it's dangerous to go alone, and it's late evening too.
Don't worry, Ezra. You're very reliable to have around. I'd love to take you with me if I could. But I'm leaving you here so you can keep Yuria safe. I'm counting on you.
Okay.
Ezra answered, hanging her head. I'll be back as soon as I sign the contract. Yuria hopped onto my shoulder, and I left the hotel room. An evening street lit by the setting sun. Achromatic, distorted people are on their way home from work, their heads turned downward. The scenery is the same as ever. People stroll the streets, bearing distortions that look similar to one another but not quite the same. I reckon these scenes will forever remain this way. A crude signboard that reads Dogui Combat Office is hanging outside a 2-story building. The light on the sign was flickering, suggesting it has endured many years. This building seems even more dilapidated than a humble office. I took the stairs to the 2nd floor. When I opened the door, I was greeted with the sound of a chime and a fussy stench.
Oh fuck.
Do you want to ad-lib this game?
Who wants to be a fucking goon? I guess it could be.
Well, I
I
mean,
can do it.
Okay.
I like ad-libbing goons just because it gives me
understood.
opportunities to do dumb voices.
Alright, have fun.
Never forget that one fucking voice in Of the Devil. Those guys who are just like, alright, we're gonna set up all this TNT here, and it's like, have you guys...
Oh, what, me just immediately doing he's?
Yeah, it's just
God,
like,
right, or fucking
were you
stupid.
guys gonna tell me that you didn't look up the fucking password?
That's a password?
with all due respect, ma'am, we really wanted to use the TNT.
To be fair, we don't get a lot of opportunities to use this.
God, fucking, I can't wait for chapter 2, episode 2 of the Devil. Alright,
I'm so fucking...
go ahead, Glenn.
Guys, we got company.
There you
Man,
go.
he really gets around. Followed by someone's loud voice, people in the office extinguished the cigarettes in their hands and started bustling
Continue.
about organizing the space. This is still you, Glenn?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Come on. Come on.
Oh god, it's just it's
Me-
just when you fucking said like
He
caught me
gets
off
around,
guard.
yeah.
So I just like tripped
Your
over
world.
what you said.
Uh-huh. I'm very good at doing that.
The funny part is too, I wasn't even trying to go for Heathcliff that time.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Yeah, go.
Hold on, I need to channel the voice better.
Walk in.
Here, please take the seat, ma'am.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A person who appears to be a desk jobber led me to a seat. There's not a single room separated with walls in this office space that appears to be around 20 pyong in area. The floor is a plain surface of gray cement, not covered in any flooring at all. I parked myself on the seat and took my smoking pipe out of the inner pocket of my coat. Is this really a grade 2 office? Where do all their earnings go if none of that money is being spent on the office interior?
Oh, is this a different guy? I don't know. I was
Probably.
Poker Gears.
It's okay. Go ahead, Glenn.
Doesn't look like someone who'd usually come to a place like ours. Got someone you want to see dead.
The man sitting on a sofa with a haughty posture talked to me, scratching his head. This sunglasses-wearing person seemed to be the boss of the office. I'm here to give you a request.
Well, you do look like you're wealthy enough to afford our service. You seem pretty old too. I wonder what your business is coming all the way to our office. And let me guess, you got a problem with inheriting your fortune to your kids or something?
As the boss bursts out laughing, the office crew could laugh along. Talk about an utter lack of dignity.
What do you think we are? Some kind of shabby local office made out of hicks? We've been through hell and high water. So, let me have a look at your business card, if you got one.
I took my card out of my coat pocket and handed it to him. He briefly lifts the sunglasses, scanned through my card. His 2 eye sockets are empty. A distortion, not a severe one though.
Moses' office. Mysteries and unsolved cases. 7 Association affiliate. Some witch stick you up to?
He put a serious look on his face. He stared to the floor for a moment before looking back at me.
And then Zhang Lei, I'm the rep of this office.
He gave me his business card. Zhang Lei, representative of Dugui office. Grade 2 fixers written in rough handwriting as a note of his current status.
Let's get straight to the point. What does a brainy office want with us?
I want you to protect my office for 2 weeks. I'll pay you as much as you want.
Made an enemy of someone, huh? Happens pretty often, don't it?
The fixers in the office collectively nodded.
So, how many escorts do you want?
Every fixer in your office.
Must have made one of you a fuss, haven't you?
Once again, you'll get enough payment to compensate.
Who we facing?
I remain silent. You smoke?
Oh, I love smoking.
Take a moment to talk alone on the rooftop. That may have been the other way around, I don't know.
Might have been the other way.
Smoking a cigarette, Zhang Lei looked up to the sky. A forest of buildings are surrounding the landscape. Night fell in the
Oh, it is
streets.
inverse, yes.
Yeah, night fell in the streets already.
So, your job is to solve weird and odd incidents?
I nodded, smoking with my pipe.
You say, I have a kid. Problem is, she shut herself in a room and just won't leave.
You're giving me a request now.
People's gotta help each other out, ma'am. Maybe just my thick head. But something beyond my comprehension is going on in my house. If you can solve this, no problem. Guarantee you have my whole office keeping you safe.
Can I get a discount on the request fee then?
Come on. Are we doing you a huge favor but not asking who we're up against? Now you're just being greedy.
I laughed with him. Yeah, right. Ezra's a much better negotiator than I am. Can you offer an escort right now in that case? The location is room 1306 in the business hotel on Chili Street.
A few useful guys will be on their way into that address right away.
Good. I'll hear more about the strange happenings in your house as we head to your home.
Well, that's a deal then, huh?
I nodded and shook hands with young Lei. Tobacco smoke billowed from the roof for a good while. I love her just being like, shit, Ezra's much better at this.
Fuck. That's why you have her do the finances.
Chapter 17, Aquarium. Zhang Lei led the way to his house. It's not too uncommon for a child to lock themselves in the room these days. The cause must be a trauma of some kind. This problem is highly likely to be related to the distortion in that case. This is you, Blent?
Besides, weird noises are coming from my daughter's room every night.
Maybe you should have some more respect for a kid's privacy.
It's nothing of that sort, ma'am. I've killed a whole lot of people in my life. And
Okay, man.
The sounds of tearing flesh and breaking bones all too well.
It took me a second to realize what that line was.
Yeah. That gruesome and morbid sound. Noise. Something that shouldn't be heard from a kid's room. Sleeping out along with my daughter's screams.
I'm sure you have tried forcefully opening the door. Am I correct?
Sure I have. But whenever I grab the doorknob and try to break the whole door, it always pushes me away. and the noise would get louder and more bruising the heart. And the harder I tried to open the door. I'm in a rough spot where I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't.
How old is your child? How long has it been since she locked herself in?
17. She's been in there for almost 8 months now.
College entrance must be a concern as well if she's stuck in there instead of studying for it at school.
You see, my daughter Faye is attending a virtual school. She never missed a class until now. Her grades were fine last I checked.
Virtual schooling. Students take lessons in a virtual space. It's a type of school preferred by parents who value the safety of their kids since they don't have to pass by potentially dangerous alleyways to get to school. An advantage shared by boarding schools. A parent like him who engages in violent work would especially pay more attention to their child's well-being.
There's one other thing that my brain just can't understand.
What would that be?
Water's leaking through the door. I don't know if it's blood or seawater, but some kind of liquid is flowing out bit by bit.
I put my hand on my forehead and whiffed my pipe. The distortion has already materialized. That makes it a lot trickier to resolve. I'll have to see for myself how severe it is. Zhonglei's house was located in a residential area of the back streets. It's one of the safest places outside of the nest. A complex of 30-story apartments lined up like packs of cigarettes. It's akin to a cage for chickens. I followed Zhonglei into an elevator. The lift slowly rises, creaking and rattling. His house is on the 18th floor. As I was about to check, I'm like, are we on chapter 18? As the elevator doors opened, the lamps in the hallway detected our presence and flickered on. Zhonglei took a key out of his pocket to open the door to unit 1807. The door opens with a sharp grating sound, and an unlit hall greets us. You live alone.
Everyone has their stories, ma'am.
Zhonglei forced a bitter laugh. A shrill shriek strikes my ears immediately afterwards. Zhonglei let out a sigh. No, be you.
That's the sound I was talking about.
Your daughter's name was Faye, was it? I walked to the room where the scream came from. What I was faced with was a giant aquarium in red. The door had disappeared. This room was full of red water, about to overflow. Colorful aquatic plants lined the interior, gleaming in the light shining from above as though there were a hole in the ceiling leading to the sky. And the silhouette of something massive is slowly drifting afar.
Check this out. Red water leaking from the door. Just like what I told you.
It seems Zhonglei can't see what's in this room. That means the materialization is not yet complete. We're both in luck. This seems to be the case of the phenomenon I'm an expert on.
That's so. I'm counting on your help, Doc.
Zhonglei bowed low to me. I have one thing to ask of you. I need you to trust me no matter what I do from here on out. What's about to happen won't be anything normal. He nodded. Standing before the room, I took a deep breath. This would get my mind as wet as a drowned rat. I held my smoking pipe in my mouth. This red water is a manifestation of depression. I let out a white breath, which turned into a cloudy mist that shrouded me. I remember taking a similar request before. If I went into that room unprepared, I would drown into the melancholy of Faye. The white veil surrounding me protects me from such mental corrosion. Being soaked in someone's sadness is a dysphoric experience comparable to no other. I touched the barrier of water. Faye, I'm going in. I took a step into the room. My ears submerged along with the rest of my body, cutting me off from all external sound. Actually, wait, here. Really quick. I have a thought. Here. There we go. Chess head music. Hooray! I can swap the mood. I took a step into the room. My ears submerged along with the rest of my body. I'm going to turn the chess music up a bit. There we go. Cutting me off from all external sounds. The inside is closer to a lake than a sea. It's filled with fresh water, not seawater. The water isn't salty. This child's sadness isn't the briny, tear-jerking kind. You can talk now, Yuria. Yuria jumped out of my coat pocket. I put her on my shoulder. And Blinn swaps from one very different voice to another.
Fuck, good luck. That's what she says.
Yeah, that was so suffocating.
Because the taboo hunter is after us, I forbade Yuria from speaking on most occasions. Him or others could be eavesdropping on us at any moment. This space, it's quite similar to your workshop, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's much bigger on the inside, too. There might be something guarding this place, like the muscle bear is in my atelier. You don't have Ezra Sunbay to protect you this time, so you better be careful.
It's been quite a long while since I worked on a case without Ezra's help, now I think about it. If it weren't for her, I would be long dead before I could solve half of the cases I've dealt with. I'm guessing she got bored and fell asleep alone in the hotel room by now. I believe this is Yuria.
This place is so eerie. Yep, beautiful.
Yeah, we should practice extra caution with beautiful distortions. The sound of laughter echoes from somewhere. I exhaled a red breath. The pipe assumes the form of a sharp crimson blade.
And Detective, I just heard a sound coming from over there.
Faint laughter underwater. Yuria pointed to the right. When a sound is heard in a mysterious place, should I approach the sound source or move away from it? It's a problem I still don't have a definite answer to, even after doing my job for so long. I'll have to trust my intuition in the end. I walked toward where the sound came from. Yuria, is there anything you can do to assist me in that body?
Afraid not.
You bold-faced little plushie. This is Yuria.
You just cursed at me in your mind, didn't you? I can't assist you directly. I can provide you with a bunch of prototypes I brought. I tried making ribbons for each color. If you have a function you'd like to use, just tell me and I'll type your pipe with the right ribbon.
What kind of functions can I expect?
Well, there's quite a diverse range of functions, and they mostly depend on your emotions. So I can't give you the details there. You can just ask me for the feelings you need right away.
I'll look forward to it. That just gives you the thought immediately of like, Yuria, I'm crashing out. What ribbon do you want? I'm crashing out, Yuria. Give me whatever the hell you have.
Rainbow ribbon.
Ask for the feelings I want. I'm not sure if that's the right attitude for a technician to have. Yuria?
How do you usually solve cases like this, Detective Moses?
I should figure out the cause. After all this, there is a reason for everything. I trace along clues one by one, such as why this room is full of water, why the color is red, why it isn't salt water, until I can identify what's at the root of the distortion.
And does this count as a severe case of distortion?
Maybe. Every person is different. Thus, every person's distortion is different. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of the trench that is the human mind. Therefore, it's difficult to judge the distortion's nature hastily. I'll have to knock on their minds and confront them myself to find out, which is frankly an exceedingly tiring work. Repeating such thoughts, I kept walking forward, but before I finally reached the culprit behind the laughter. It's mermaids, as I expected. Chapter 18, A Carp and Mermaids. They're mermaids of the body of koi, the faces of humans on the bodies of colored carp. Their long hair flutters. Gabe, do you want ad-lib here?
Hello?
Do you want to ad-lib here?
Yo, sorry, I was in Dog World, dude. He's being really cute right now.
All good.
That big dumb fish was singing again. It's like she can't take a hint at all. Don't you think it's lame how she writes cringy lyrics to sing with that voice? I would have been a much better singer if I was born that size. Don't you think so too?
Three mermaids are sitting around, loudly chatting with each other. Their eye sockets are empty, just like Zhang Lei's. Perhaps there's a linkage to be found between them. The three merfolk appear to be communicating with their voices alone, unable to see each other. One of the striking features of the merfolk is the power in their voice. Every merfolk I have seen in my job possess an ability related to voice, one type or another. And the ability of these merfolk here seems rather straightforward. The words they loudly chatter become red thorns as they escape their mouths. The thorns are then shot towards somewhere. Sometime later, a sound could be heard from a distance. Mind if I join in on your conversation? Someone is singing out there, I reckon.
Who are you? Excuse me, but we weren't talking to you? Jeez, what's a stranger doing listening in on us?
This is Yuria.
You were talking and laughing so loudly, couldn't help but hear it.
Crossing her arms, Yuria rebutted.
It's still a rude thing that eavesdrops on others. We're just talking by ourselves. Mind your own business. Sheesh, what a scary world. I can't even talk in peace.
I apologize. We didn't intend to overhear it. Please understand that our ears had no choice other than to pick up the sound traveling through the water. This is Yuria?
We need to know what's going on in this place.
Yuria added.
Did you come from above?
One of the mermaids asked. We did come from outside, although we aren't from the above.
I had a feeling you weren't from around here. Here's a word of advice. There's a few rules you should follow here.
And what would those be?
First off, you gotta pluck your eyes out. That's right. You don't see. We only hear and talk. Seeing is the most dangerous thing you can do here.
The place looks rather beautiful, though.
Yuria asks.
That's precisely why. It's so dazzling and beautiful, it could kill you. So we gouge each other's eyes out.
How many mermaids like you are here?
Dunno, I think I heard voices of about 100 of them today. There's still a bunch of surviving friends out there.
Survive from what, exactly?
From that huge monster, obviously. What else could it be? Anyway, we let you hear too much of our voices. You know nothing is free in this world, right?
What do you want us to yield? I wouldn't mind compensating you for the things you told me.
Your voice. Share your voices to us. You said this is your first time here, so we'd be conscientious and only take small portions from you two. You won't be unable to speak.
Oh wait,
Eh.
yeah. Is it?
And Detective Moses, they're starting to freak me out.
Yuria hid behind me. I paused for a moment to think. I'll have to follow their rules for a while. You can take my voice, including this kid's share.
Detective Moses?
Yuria, trust me. Think that's Yuria? Yeah.
Well, fine.
The three mermaids took turns to kiss me. Each time their lips touched mine, it felt as though something was being pulled out from my throats.
Hey, I didn't expect your voice to taste this good. They say a voice gains a savory taste as it ages. That's so true!
The mermaids babbled on with much livelier and louder voices. My voice only has half as much volume as before. Feels rather raspy as well.
Detective Moses, are you alright?
Yuria worriedly asked. Yeah.
Let me tell you one more thing. You'd better not speak too much here. Not all mermaids will take voices gently like we do. You only have so much voice to spare. Then again, our existence would be pointless if we didn't talk, no? That's why we talk non-stop and look for more voices.
Where can we find the giant fish you were talking about?
Oh, it's where the screams are coming from, and the place that shines so brightly, it's headache-inducing. She's got a massively stupid voice pocket. It just never runs out no matter how much she sings.
Once again, red words spewing from her mouth become thorns that fly somewhere. Moments later, a scream is heard. Thank you. Leaving behind the mermaids, I headed for the direction where the screams came from. They still noisily chatter, as if they want to be heard by others. The large monster they mentioned, and the source of the screams must be Faye. It would appear that Faye's own distortion is attacking her. Yuria, is it possible for your teddy bears to attack you?
Sure, it's possible. There's no way in it make such an order, though. I control the teddy bears like they're my hands and feet. You can slap your own cheek if you're bothered to. You see what I mean?
This could possibly be a form of self-harm. 17 years old, a student, virtual school, Redwater, aquarium, freshwater, carp, mermaids, song, voice, thorns, self-harm. I slowly enumerate the clues and make possible connections. Discord with someone at school, delicacy of a child at puberty, desire for a beautiful voice, urge to sing, self-loathing, attempted suicide, severed relationships. There's still much leeway for guessing. This pool of red water was created from someone's blood. Blood from a wounded heart, most likely. Stagnant water means melancholy. The gloom is typically distorted in the form of water. Sadness full of sorrow manifests as seawater, usually with a deep blue hue. The subject often burrows deep into their own heart, settling the ocean depths. On the other hand, blood red water is a disruptive kind. This place can be compared to an aquarium or a shallow pond. A body of stagnant water glowing in bright powder pink that is neither dark nor deep. An aquarium of depression where destructive impulse subtly rests. Repeating such thoughts in my mind, I slowly walked toward the epicenter of the sounds. Whenever the screams paused, I spoke with blind mermaids passing by. With every mermaid talking about screams, I gained more information about where the source is located. As I get closer to the sounds, more red thorns quickly fly past me. I turn around to deflect the ones flying directly toward me with my sword as I advance. Not long after, I encountered a giant carp emitting a bright pink glow. I let out a sigh of relief, finding the host of Distortion in the expansive spaces created as half the battle won. The carp radiated such a brilliant light, it was akin to a gemstone. Myriads of red thorns are lodged in its body. The colossal carp lets out painful screams. Blood is gushing out from the wounds. The carp sings, crying, a dreadful distortion created by herself. Dead mermaids litter the floor below the carp. Mermaids who still have eyes are lured by the lights. When the mermaids approach the carp, long arms emerge from its mouth and pull her in for a kiss. Those hands then gouge the mermaid's eyes out. Bleeding from the emptied eye sockets, the mermaid writhes and sinks to the bottom, unable to scream. Yuria and I were watching that scene with bated breath. All of a sudden, a red thorn grazed past my cheek and nailed itself in the carp. The white veil enfolding us pops. We're slowly doused in the red misery. Without a shroud to protect the mind, the carp's reddish light directly enters my eyes. My mind is slipping in. I tried to block the light with my palm. Yuria, hand me a ribbon with the feel of enveloping something. Purple would be good. I can hardly speak at this point. My voice was so small and coarse. I was gonna make a joke. I'm like, there was an implication of her kissing a lot of mermaids along the way.
You know how it is.
I wrapped the ribbon Yuria gave around the smoking pipe. I exhaled a deep violet breath. Dark smoke billowed from the pipe and surrounded the carp, holding it in place and restraining the light it emitted. I approached the carp and removed the thorns stuck in its body, one by one. The carp shrilled each time a thorn was pulled out. The piercing shrieks evoked visions of phase past in my head. You just wanted to sing. I pull out a thorn. You were always alone at home. I pull out a thorn. You became friends with fellow students who enjoyed your songs. I pull out a thorn. You were happy that your friends would listen to the songs you wrote. I pull out a thorn. But those friends changed as time passed. I pull out a thorn. Your friends only liked you for your pretty voice. I pull out a thorn. They were only interested in your voice, not the songs you made. I pull out a thorn. You began to think that your friends were jealous of you for that reason. You thought you were being hated. I pull out a thorn. You're upset. You started hating your friends. I pull out a thorn. That's why, Faye, you pushed away your friends one-sidedly. I pull out a thorn. You became all alone. I pull out a thorn. Faye, the mermaids that are inflicting pain upon you are illusions you created. I pull out a thorn. You created a space to feel hurt and vent your anger. I pull out a thorn. Nope. Not now, Malkuth.
Malkuth, not now.
Malkuth, not now. I don't even know who you are. I pull out a thorn. Maybe the malice your friends bear is an illusion as well. You'll never know until you have a heart-to-heart with them. I pull out a thorn. Doubt and anger fostered by presumptions you make on your own will only harm you. I continue to pluck out the thorns. My ears are bleeding. My consciousness is barely holding up. She can be categorized as a type who experience rejection from others. They create a space for themselves and swallow their anger inside it. Without a vent to dissipate the rage, the emotion will eat away at them. The last remaining thorn is pulled out. You'll face many hardships similar to this in the future. Please don't hurt yourself because of that. We need to have the courage to check the true feelings of others and ourselves. The process will surely be uncomfortable and painful, just like now. Feel free to contact me whenever you feel troubled with it. We'll ponder on the matter together. Bloody water poured out of Faye's room. Faye and I were swept along by the flood and landed in the living room. Zhonglei rushed to Faye and hugged her. That's another case solved. There's still a few scales left on Faye's face. This is a good enough outcome. Alright, Glenn, time to 180 back to the other voice.
Come on.
I have to fucking scream a sentence real quick so I can do it.
Charge it up.
Yeah, I have to charge it up. back to the fucking Gino voice.
Why is he holding back? Why is he holding down and back at the same time? Oh god, he's doing a charged input.
Oh god.
Do not approach me in my corner. I will flash kick you.
Awesome. There you go.
Doc, I don't know how to express my thanks to you.
Zhonglei kept bowing to me to show his gratitude. Pay more attention to your child. I know your job keeps you busy, but you neglected her too much.
Yeah, I really should. Thanks again, Doc.
Someone bangs the door. It's 2 in the morning right now. I have a bad feeling about this. Zhonglei pulled a padao from his dimensional glove.
Doc, stay here for a moment.
He headed to the entrance. I carried Faye on my back and returned her to her room. The front door was knocked out of the frame and flown into the house with a loud noise. Great.
Is there
Go ahead.
A person named Moses here?
Vespa Crabro. That's his voice.
Well, who are you?
Zhonglei asked back in an intimidating tone.
Vespa Crabro, associate and a fixer of N-Corp, and a taboo hunter. Please spare me a moment. I have business to handle here. Let me guess. Someone broke the taboo. Correct.
Click clack. Vespa's shoes audibly sound on the flooring.
Ah, but I didn't take your shoes off and lace.
Vespa was almost at the door to Faye's room.
You ain't listening for shit, huh?
Oh, I can hear, right, yeah. Vespa was almost at the door to Faye's room.
Floor soaked with water. What is this blood? Dog, run!
A yellow blade flashed before my eyes. Zhonglei's padao blocked Vespa's sword. The sharp noise echoed through the house.
Zhonglei, do got in office. I've read a report on you in the past. Well, ain't that an honor? Dr. Moses, please take good care of my daughter.
I gave him a nod. Vespa adjusted his glasses and scowled at me. The sound of swords clashing against each other blared from the house for a while. Noises of furniture breaking down. Clamor of tussles and rough shouts. I hurriedly went down the apartment carrying Faye on my back. I couldn't afford to wait for an elevator, so we took the stairs. The noise of them fighting could still be faintly heard as I descended. We reached the ground floor. Something dropped from above with a heavy thud, causing the concrete floor around it to cave in. I laid Faye on the ground. The dark shape rose from the ground as it came under the street light. Vespa's yellow clothing was smeared with blood, and the blood wasn't his. He's holding something in his hand. He then tossed it at us. It's Zhonglei's head. I placed my smoking pipe in my mouth and let out a pale blue breath, and red blood gushed out. Before I could finish breathing, my right arm fell to the ground along with the pipe. Vespa was already cleaning the blood on the yellow blade of his sword. I couldn't even see him draw it from the sheath.
I've collected testimony from 50 people. This record is enough justification for me to execute you in District 14, Moses.
He put the yellow Hondo back in its sheath and slowly approached me.
Any last words?
Vespa spoke in a deep voice, adjusting his glasses. Padao, infantry weapon similar to Guandao. I gotcha. It looks a bit like a spear with a long blade of some sort of halberd. A Hondo, single-edged short sword. Yep, understood. There we go, cool.
Yeah.
I can get off the chest head music because it will put me asleep. Chapter 19, The Hunter. I'm more interested in hearing what you have to say. Do you want to take my life? Blood is flowing out of my severed right arm. All I can do at this point is run my mouth.
Dr. Moses, I do not enjoy killing people. I don't wish to stain my body with blood that I don't want to see.
So, what is it that you want?
First and foremost, the most important task, reviewing the original footage that was recorded.
Vespa shook his hand to check his watch for a moment, then resumed his speech.
Second, moving you, Ezra, and Yuria, the 3 people who broke the taboo, to N-Corp. Apparently, Yuria was not the only one guilty of violating the taboo.
You don't immediately kill those who break the taboo. How considerate.
Well, that's how things are.
But no one who's been sent to N-Corp for infringing the taboo has ever returned, to my knowledge. Vespa glared at me and readjusted his glasses.
Dr. Moses, make no mistake. I could decapitate you right now and store your head in a preservation cube.
Then why aren't you doing so? Vespa has something he needs to coax out of me. Something he can get from me. Knowledge about the Distortion. It doesn't make much sense for a taboo hunter to inquire about the Distortion. Vespa's objective is to bring in Ezra, Yuria, and I to his employer. He seems to have located me easily, and he might be aware of Ezra's location as well. Perhaps he already took care of her. However, he would have no need to hesitate if I were the only remaining target. Now I get it. Finding Ezra and I should be easy for him. But Yuria, even if he found Ezra and Yuria in the hotel room we booked, he'd only have an unconscious body on his hands. It would be difficult to imagine via common knowledge that her conscious mind has been transferred to this small teddy bear of all things, not a replacement body or any conceivable alternative. And Vespa is pressed for time right now. If he had enough to spare, he would have severed my head like he threatened to do just now and searched my brain for the relevant information. This shows that he has no time to do even that. This gives me leeway for negotiation. He needs to know something only a conscious Yuria knows. He's yet to find the original recordings. Only Yuria knows where they are. They'd be inside Yuria's workshop. In that case, I have time and information as my weapon. Looks like I'm the only conscious person who has a lead on the whereabouts of the original footage. And you're running short on time. Vespa furrowed his brow. It seems it's my turn again. What happened to Ezra?
I'll take it.
No, here. This line, Glenn?
Fine then. Yeah. Let's show a bit of honesty to each other. After I answer your question, you'll answer mine in return.
I'll take it. And you still haven't given me an answer for my last question.
I lost Miss Ezra. She was a quick-witted one.
I was quite relieved to hear the news. I still cannot fully trust him, however.
It's my turn. Dr. Moses, do you know where the original copy of the footage you recorded is located?
I know that the footage is in Yuria's atelier. At the same time, I don't know how to access her workshop. Yes, I know where the workshop footage is. I don't know how to get there, though. Vespa raised his eyebrows.
What did you do with
this is a... Right, question back and forth. Okay, then. Fun thing. What did you do with Yuria's body?
It's in my car. I haven't laid a finger on it. I answered your question, so let me ask you mine. And can you figure out how to access the location where the footage is?
I can figure it out. I can simply ask Yuria about it. Even if I had no way of knowing, this is a question I am obligated to answer with a yes. If I said otherwise, my usefulness would expire to him. Vespa believes what I'm saying. This question is one asked by someone expecting to hear a truthful statement for every question. He's more honest than he seems. I gained all the information I need from him. Vespa is likely to be telling the truth. That'd mean Ezra is alive. Yuria's body is fine as well. All I can do next is have faith in Ezra. I can. What happens to us once we follow you to N-Corp?
I'm afraid I don't know that. All I do is hunt those who violate the taboo and send them to N-Corp.
Vespa looked at his watch again. I think this is Vespa, yeah?
Yeah, alright. I believe we can make a deal. As you pointed out, I have little time to spare. I will only take you along with the original footage, Dr. Moses. I will forfeit the hunt for Ezra and Yuria as for now. I would advise against the tentative bargain for more, for your information.
Fine. Yuria, open the atelier for him. Yuria squirmed out of my coat's pocket. Vespa quietly stares at us, showing no reaction to the moving teddy bear.
Detective Moses.
I told you, you should trust me.
Understood. A door is needed to get to my atelier. We could use ones in Mr. Zhang's house.
Can you make some time to go back up to the apartment?
If we must, we'll go up as you ask. Your arm and the smoking pipe will be in my possession. You'll have to come with me anyway.
After I nodded, Vespa came to my side. He took out a stasis preservation cube from his inside coat pocket and stored my right arm in it. Putting the cube back, Vespa covered my shoulder with a dressing. He then put Faye on his shoulder, who is still lying on the ground unconscious. He bent his knees to lower his position and stretched an arm at us. Yuri and I watched Vespa's bizarre series of movements in silence. This is Vespa?
Yeah, we have no time to take an elevator. Come over here.
Do we really have to do this?
Dr. Moses, Dr. Moses, I cannot waste a second.
Disgusting. Vespa leapt to the 17th floor of the apartment with Faye and I in his embrace. He has tremendous muscular strength. He must have gained it through a multitude of augmentation procedures, and I assume he partakes in ceaseless physical training as well. We are back at Zhang Lei's house in an instant. All the furniture in the house is now severely damaged or broken. Blade cuts were vividly showing on the walls. I could guess how fierce the battle was despite its length.
I merely acted in self-defense while executing my duty. I hope you don't have any hard feelings towards me for killing an acquaintance of yours, Dr. Moses.
He's a dangerous kind. He switches his attitude in an instant and entices people into bringing their guard down with honeyed words, saying that he didn't do it because he wanted to. This man could have easily neutralized Zhang Lei without killing him. In that sense, Vespa is a pro when it comes to hunting people. He knows when to apply psychological pressure on his targets and when to loosen them up. Every action of his is calculated. Vespa gently put Faye and I on the floor. Yuria, open the workshop. Yuria climbed down my pocket and touched one of the closed doors. The door vibrated briefly.
Done. I want you to enter first.
Vespa said, adjusting his glasses. It had to be an unfamiliar sight for him, but he doesn't appear fazed at all. I picked up Yuria, who was standing in front of the door, and placed her on my shoulder. I opened the door to the now familiar staircase to Yuria's atelier. I slowly walked down the stairs. Vespa follows us from behind, keeping a distance. After coming down the stairs, we're walking along the corridor leading to the hall. This is where the real battle starts. Yuria, the bears. Right as I whispered the words to Yuria, I rolled forward. All the bears in Yuria's atelier rushed out at once. Teddy bears armed with blades in their paws jumped at Vespa. There was a flash of yellow light. The heads of the bears dropped to the ground before they could even reach him. A large bear with an axe descends from the ceiling, aiming for Vespa. The bears split in half before touching the ground. While Vespa's sword was busy cutting apart the bears, I desperately ran toward the exit. Numerous bears gang up on Vespa. Every single one of them is sliced up before they can touch him. Keeping Vespa occupied is good enough work for us, however. Yuria, you can't pump out an unlimited amount of bears, can you?
Of course I can't. I'm about to faint from dizziness. It's squeezing my brain right now.
Yuria struggled to speak, clinging to my shoulder.
Dr. Moses, I am disappointed.
Vespa's quiet mutter reached my ear. Build-A-Bear Workshop just ain't the same these days, huh? Yeah, the city really did a number on Build-A-Bear Workshop. I arrived at the stairs leading up to the outside, and I told Vespa, "You'll find the footage you're looking for at the end of that corridor. You'd best settle for retrieving the footage." Vespa is surrounded by a legion of teddy bears. It's physically improbable that they'll come for us immediately in that state. I just need to take a few more steps up the stairs.
I intend to keep my word. I'm taking both you and the footage.
Light flashed for a split second. I fell down on my face with a groan. A spear penetrated my left thigh and nailed itself to the floor. This is a tool for hunting humans. It's a harpoon, not an ordinary spear. Damn it. The hornet was embroidered on his clothes for a reason. Vespa unhurriedly approaches me, slicing up the bears around him. I tried to pull out the harpoon out of my thigh, but it wouldn't budge. I don't have the strength to remove this. Yuria tries to help me, but to no avail. Falling on the stairway, I lifted my head. All I had to do was climb up those stairs. Vespa is now right behind me. The exit seems so far and faint now.
I suppose taking your head was a better idea after all.
Vespa adjusted his glasses.
This will not happen again.
So this is how it ends.
Hectopascal kick, 10,000 times. 10,000
10,000
times the
times.
acceleration. One too
10,000
many.
Ezra, no!
This is Toku shit.
Ezra breaks the universe and we enter into the final world of Kingdom Hearts 3 and
We did it.
we did it! We all died horribly! Ezra landed her foot on Vespa's chest with incredible force. Vespa is flung far away at a remarkable speed.
Detective, are you okay?
Ezra was also covered in injuries. Just look at me and tell me if this looks okay.
Ezra-san.
Junior.
Yuria hopped excitedly. Ezra responded with a wide smile. She must have been worried about Yuria because she couldn't protect her body from Vespa. It's still too early to be relieved. Most foes would have been reduced to pieces of flesh and bone the moment they came in contact with Ezra's flying kick, coming down from the height of a long stairway at a full force. However, Vespa was only knocked away by its impact. That monster of a man. Ezra, please get rid of this thing stuck in my thigh.
Okay, Detective, hold still for a bit.
I grit my teeth. The harpoon was removed from the ground once Ezra gave it some force.
Detective, can you get up on your own?
Ezra has no time to help me. She has to face Vespa, who'll come back for us in no time. This is Yuria?
Yep. Sunday, I'll help Detective up with my bears.
Okay, I'll leave it to you, Junior.
Small teddy bears appeared and lifted me. They're probably manifested from the last of Yuria's mental strength that she could squeeze out. Oh my goodness. Jump scared during reading times. Hello, Pastel. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Rinienna, your local like Bessie Poison Jungle VTuber and Variety Queen Supreme.
Fuck you.
I am faster on the draw yet again.
Asshole.
Hi, I am Rinienna. I like to force my mods to fight. And now they fight amongst themselves and
don't
never
even
question
force
me.
us.
You don't!
even
We fight each other for no reason! Sorry, we like to fight each other to get the shit
We're
out
competitive. We're very competitive.
Hey everyone, I hope you're well. I hope you had an awesome stream.
Pastel Persimmons is a really fucking cool artist I came across recently. Highly recommend giving them a follow. Holy fucking shit, their art is so cool, and they also have a really cool overlay. Actually, yeah, Gabe, you would really like their overlay if you want to check that out when you have a chance. And thank you. Oh, hello, Salty as Bun. Holy shit, you're here too. Hello. In 2 minutes, give a shout out to Salty as Bun as well, please. Salty is another fucking incredible fucking artist. I'm swearing. Hi, I'm Rinienna. I am currently doing reading times for the Project Moon series. We are reading Distortion Detective, which is it's a detective time in the Project Moon series. If you're not familiar with the Project Moon series, it's basically what if capitalism developed sci-fi technology and things got very bad? Also, SCPs exist.
Oh my
The
god,
creatures.
So cute overlay.
The-
So
right?
fucking cute art.
Pastel and Saltiest Bun both have really fucking cool overlays. I really love Pastel's overlay for like the kind of immersion that it gives.
Cute as hell. Sorry, I'm also an artist, so I just get really
Saltiest Bun
excited to
is
check out
a
people's art.
really fucking good pixel artist, but Pastel has also been getting into pixel art as well. Let me go find both of their
I've also
social.
been getting into pixel art.
Hell yeah!
Look at your stop everything. Damn, this shit crazy.
Also, birds exist. Birds do exist. Birds do exist. Hello, welcome
love
to the
birds.
trifecta of the head pat redeem. Hello, Necroen. But yeah, thank you so much for reading. Bye, Pastel. No worries if you need to. Oh, I'm also not following on Blue Sky. There we go. I fixed that. No worries if you have to raid and dash. I understand that is dinner time for a lot of folks. I should also say that there is a bit of a content warning for the current material that we are reading. Pretty much every content warning that you can imagine, with the just notable exception of sexual abuse that is not present in Project Moon's work at all, and I think that it's much better for it because too many dark works like to include that, and I think it's way too messily done.
We killing each other. We just killing the fuck out of each other.
Oh my god,
People
you
be
two are
dying.
killing each other. Library of Verona,
Violence.
I play Limbus. I have not gotten to Limbus yet. We're going through the material between Library of Verona and Limbus Company. So after we finish this, it will be Leviathan. So yeah, we're reading through these. I say finished. This work is unfinished. But yes, keep those content warnings in mind. There is a lot of descriptions of violence and everything. Also, there is a lot of Yuri. Our protagonist
It's
just
like kind of unbelievable.
our protagonist just kissed so many fucking mermaids. Our protagonist just kissed so many fucking mermaids who stole portions of her voice, and it's actually insane.
Step 1, kiss women. 2, say insane things to other women who work with you.
Moses' office is just a fucking polycule.
Something evil is happening in here. There's a step 3 that's about to happen, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Here, I need to pull up a visual so we understand. Here, I'm putting myself back in the corner.
You need to see women. You need to see Moses. You need to see Moses. You need to see Moses. You need to see Moses.
Hi, Project Moon has great characters. There's something for everybody. Be you a yaoi enjoyer or a yuri enjoyer, you will find toxic ends on both spectrums.
To the right is Moses. She's fucking short.
Women
and
war
old.
criminal.
She's short, and the
war
amount of
criminal.
times I have read the line of her smoking her pipe, there have been so many different ways of saying she's smoking that shit.
fucking
Maximum
smoking that
lung
shit.
cancer.
The left one is Ezra. I voiced that one. She's huge. I'm trying to get the specific heights right now, but my
I think
She's
she's 6'4".
She is 6'4".
She's like
Yeah,
6'4",
we were
and
going over
Moses is
heights
like
before. I believe Moses was 5'4", 5'2",
5'2",
maybe
I
5'2" or
believe.
5'1", I
Moses
believe.
is 5'2".
Yeah.
And then
And
Yuria's a teddy bear currently.
Yuria got turned into a
Small.
teddy bear. Don't worry about it.
She's the size microbial. This
But
is
yes,
a microorganism.
this
Huntable.
Project Moon is an incredibly great series, especially if you're interested in SCP at all. Their 3 games are Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Verona, and Limbus Company. Lobotomy Corporation.
Very different gameplay.
They're both they're all very different games, and both of the first 2 games are incredibly brutal, but oh my god, they are very worthwhile experiences if you can go through them. I treasure them greatly. My outfit is literally
Play the other 2 games before you play Limbus Company, please.
Limbus Company is a free-to-play gacha game, and I highly recommend at least watching a playthrough of the other 2 games before diving into Limbus Company, as everything that happens in Limbus Company, though it is the most approachable of all the games, it literally happens after all of this.
It's so good. You're missing peak.
But yes,
so much
extremely good games. If you ever need to understand how to approach these games, my DMs are open on Blue Sky, and I will ramble to you about the best way to approach these, as I believe that they are both really great games for streaming. Library of Verona does happen to have my most favorite RPG combat I've ever had, and I'm someone who grew up loving Final Fantasy. That is extreme fucking praise for me. Anyways, so yes, hi, there are content warnings. No worries if you have to dash along if you don't want to hear descriptions of people getting a little
Ripped
bit
apart.
messed up, but otherwise feel free to lurk in while we do voice acting and shit and try and figure out who the fuck is speaking.
Oh god, right, okay.
Right, where the fuck were we? Oh yeah, here, okay. Ezra, follow us right away. With a blast of sound, a yellow light sparkles from the end of the corridor and dashes toward us. In the fraction of a second, Ezra caught the yellow blade between her palms with a clapping motion. Believe this is a Vespa? Yeah.
Excellent.
Vespa remarked, shaking his rumpled hair with his vacant right hands.
Detective, you should go first.
Ezra shouted. Ezra, get up here as soon as you see a chance, I shouted back.
Don't think I could do that. Sorry.
Ezra answered. Go. Chapter 20, a bloody struggle. No thank you. Nevertheless, Ezra moves forward.
'Cause I think I might win if things go well.
Clap. The edge of the sword in Vespa's left hand is facing towards Ezra, and she's desperately keeping the blade from getting closer to her. As Vespa strikes Ezra's ribs with his unoccupied right hand, a noise echoes. The blow sends Ezra flying to the wall. She then rebounds to deliver a kick to Vespa's head. Vespa's glasses are knocked off of his face. He stumbled for a moment, but he soon regained balance. I read a tick and I'm just like, oh, that's Moses speaking. No.
That's Ezra's. I mean, it's fine.
Ezra wipes the blood on her mouth. I believe this is Vespa. Yeah.
That's a wolf.
Yeah. You're talented in combat,
A yellow light flashed.
but you don't have the talent of killing people.
Blood spilled from Ezra's chest. She took out the Nestor Workshop hammer and swung it downward, only to land on thin air. Damn it. If only I had my smoking pipe, I could have leveraged the situation in her favor somehow. I was halfway up the stairs. There's absolutely nothing I can do other than helplessly watch Ezra.
Sunbae, remember what we talked about the other day?
Yuria shouted urgently.
I know, Junior.
Come to think of it, the mask that always used to cover Ezra's face wasn't there this time. A yellow light flashed once again. The flashing light left a trail across Ezra's waist. Sparks flew up with an ear-splitting screech of metal. Ezra's left waist is padded with an object akin to a sheet of steel. Think this is Vespa? Yeah, this is Vespa.
Augmented armor, is it? I must wonder why you haven't used it until now.
This is my first time using it, so...
Flashes of yellow light sparkle from Vespa's left arm. A piece of armor blooms whenever a yellow light strikes. The blade leaves yellow trails as it slices through the armor, but it fails to leave a deep cut. Ezra shrugs off Vespa's attacks and swiftly closes in on him. That's my Ezra. Ezra's psychoman is thoroughly protecting her. She drills a fist into Vespa's chest without hesitation. The sheer force of the punch produced a sound wave that resounded through the workshop. Vespa flinched with a cough. Ezra gives him no rest from the flurry of her fists. Vespa is steadily being pushed into the corner, coughing up blood. This battle is under Ezra's control now. She gives her opponent no room to brandish their sword. Ezra knows well how to fight someone armed with a bladed weapon. But Vespa is just as persistent. He won't fall down or let go of his blade. Even though his face is already covered in blood, he won't lose his balance. Despite seeing Ezra completely dominate the fight, I can't be at ease. This is Vespa?
I must reassess you.
Vespa mutters something. Ezra ignores his mumbling and continues to throw punches and kicks at him. Groin, left chest, laryngeal prominence, right waist, left calf, solar plexus, left cheek, solar plexus, groin, rib, left thigh, groin again.
Oh, it's a favoritism here, Ezra.
Punch him in the balls.
Kick him in the dick!
Left waist. Ezra's fists strike every known weakness of the human body that could be fatal. Vespa groans, but he does not collapse. Yuri and I reached the top of the stairs and escaped to the atelier. Outside of the door, we watched Ezra's fight with bated breath. A sharp, high-pitched sound was heard. Vespa is holding a harpoon in his right hand. That harpoon was lying on the floor behind Ezra mere moments ago, and there was a hole in the armor covering Ezra's left shoulder. Blood leaks from the uninjured shoulder, yet Ezra does not step back. She continues to pummel Vespa with her right hands. Oh, hello, you got, hello. PM Fan is reading.
We've
What a
been
gigantic
reading.
paradox. Hey,
We've been reading!
I was reading throughout the entirety of Library of Runa. It's half the reason I got through all those fights pretty much blind first try. She continues to pummel Vespa with her right hand. Vespa held the harpoon short and stabbed it into Ezra. Ezra took quick steps to dodge to the side, but she couldn't outspeed the thrust. The harpoon penetrated deep into Ezra's side. Nevertheless, Ezra moves forward, and she wrapped her right arm around Vespa's. This is the sound of bones breaking. Ezra broke Vespa's arm and snapped it. The harpoon tumbles to the floor. However, Vespa's eyes have not gone lifeless. He stares into Ezra without blinking even once. Those eyes are dangerous. Ezra cannot finish this fight. She will die if this goes on. The fight needs to end right this instant. Ezra, get up here now! I shouted at Ezra from the top of my lungs. She instantly backed off, kicking Vespa in the chest.
Yes, detective.
Ezra rapidly sprints up the stairs. Vespa has his gaze fixed on her. Yuria, seal the workshop, I yelled, ready to shut the door. The harpoon is lifted in front of his eyes. Ezra climbed the staircase in a matter of seconds. She's only one step away. A yellow light flashed before my eyes. It can't be anything other than his harpoon, coming at full speed towards Ezra, and towards me. Believing in Ezra, I slammed the door shut with all my strength. The vibration sent a tremor through the building for a while. I am fortunately alive. The harpoon couldn't break through the atelier's door. And Ezra...
Detective, what do we do with your arm and leg? Doesn't it hurt bad?
She was checking on me first, even when she was badly injured herself. We all survived the hunter. I heaved a sigh. Looking around the living room, I was greeted by the fixers of Dugui office who were still alive, and Faye was at the center of them. There's many pieces that need picking up here. Vespa a little bit scary, but also has a bit of the tism. I can't help but notice.
Dude, can't just say that.
But I did, and it's out there. I said it.
So Vespa has been sealed within. You fucking cask of Amontillado that guy.
God, how does that...
Moses is just gonna be like, well, we had things to do.
Well, I guess the city's gonna have to go with without atelier weapons for a little minute.
Lala.
Road trip. It seems 5 fixers out of the 17 of Dugui office have survived. They're just as badly wounded as we are. Some have lost their arms, and most are drenched in blood. It's evident that Vespa's end goal wasn't senseless murder. He exerted the precise amount of violence that was needed to carry out his mission. He most likely withdrew from the hotel as soon as he secured Yuria's body. My father has passed away, Faye said. I suppose you're responsible for it. And it's also thanks to you that I could leave that room. Sorry about that. It was my father's choice to work in such a perilous business. True. Our work is a risky one. Who is the current representative of Dugui office? I'd like to settle up the charge for this request. Blend adlib?
Oh.
Random ass adlib, Blend?
Yeah, and sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
And as per the tradition of the GUI office, Miss Faye Wooten here will be inheriting the position as the representative of the office.
One of the fixers spoke. The hereditary office. A combat office with a hereditary system. This office values loyalty above all else, as I suspected. Moreover, the new leader is a student who hasn't reached adulthood yet. It's unfortunate, but it's as clear as day that this office will disband sooner or later. Well then, Faye of the Gui office, let me ask this straight. Are you going to hold us responsible for this? The room fell quiet. My contract with Zhang Li was a verbal one. There is no document to prove that Zhang Li died protecting us as part of his work. The worst case scenario would be her escalating the situation into a violent conflict as payback. We'd have to fight tooth and nail against people with equally tattered bodies. Our fate is in the hands of this young representative. Everyone, let's take time to heal up before we continue the conversation. I have a lot I'd like to hear from you, Faye suggested with a calm voice. She's a wise child. Ezra broke into Vespa's car and extracted Yuria's body. Her body was untouched, just as Vespa said. We returned to our office with it. Vespa was surprisingly gentle about coming to our vacant home, it seems. Our office looked nearly identical to how it was when we left. Ezra and I took an HP tablet and went to sleep. There was much we wanted to discuss, but we were on the verge of collapse, physically and mentally. We decided to save talk for the day after. Dugui office. Lunchtime. The 3 of us sat on a sofa. Faye modestly sits on the leather sofa where her father used to frequent. President Faye, may I explain our situation and stance first? Yes, go ahead. I made a deal with Zhang Lei, the previous representative of Dugui office. The contract was to hire all fixers of Dugui office for 2 weeks. I needed their help because we broke the taboo of District 14 and a taboo hunter began pursuing us. I agreed to pay as much as they demanded according to the rules of the office. However, we only vaguely discussed the payment and never decided on an exact sum. And I didn't disclose the identity of my pursuer to them. If I told them I was being chased by the taboo hunter, most would refuse to take the request. So Zhang gave me another condition, to solve the strange happening taking place in his house. I had informed him that I run an office that solves mysteries and unsolved cases, which likely led him to bring it up. And the peculiar occurrence in this house was related to you, President Faye. I followed Zhang Lei to his house and saved you in my own way, thus fulfilling one of the conditions of our contract. Shortly after I solved the case, the taboo hunter came to the house to capture me, and Zhang Lei died in the process of defending me as part of the contract. This is the way things happened. You're telling the story in such a dry tone. I also risked my life to save yours, mind you. Even though there's no physical proof, I can say with certainty that I made a deal with him that involves lives and money. I know. It's not that I distrust you. I just hope to hear you express your condolences to my father. Yes, I personally feel quite grateful to Zhonglei as well. Even after knowing that his opponent was a taboo hunter, he didn't hesitate to brandish his weapon against him in order to protect me. Although it would be fairer to say that he did it for your sake, Faye. And I heard from Ezra that she managed to safely escape from the hotel thanks to the fixers of your office. My appreciation and condolences to Zhonglei and all the other fixers at the office who passed away knows no bounds. Ezra slowly nodded next to me. Yeah, your words hopefully comforted my father's spirit a little. Faye looked down for a short moment. The request our office has taken isn't over yet. We will protect the people of Moses' office for the remaining 13 days. Blinn, would you like to read this?
Yes, boss.
The fixers of Deguia office answered in unison. I'm quite touched by her kind heart. I must say it feels like a child playing boss more than anything. The office has already lost most of its strength. A cool-headed representative should nullify a baseless request like this and focus on reorganization. I know that my decision may seem silly to adults. You're probably thinking that it won't help us in the long run. There's something my father once told me. Our office is bound together with loyalty. So I'd like to repay you for staking your life to rescue me. Besides, you promised to ponder my troubles together, and you'll have to be alive for that, right? She got me there. This child may have a faint heart, but she is a person of will. Crane, please contact our sister offices. Tell them that Deguia office is requesting help. A fixer standing next to Faye nods. Thank you, President Faye. Our office is deeply indebted to you. I stood up and formally showed my gratitude. My father taught me what to do in case this day arrived. From now on, I'll have to learn from the people here. Faye stared into space for a short while, immersed in thought. Let's set up the request fee now. I'll settle the amount based on the customs of Deguia office. She's meticulous in her business dealings, at least. Ezra, I'll leave this to you. I came up to the rooftop. I fished out a cigarette from a pack with my left hand and held it in my mouth. I have to light it up as well. What a nuisance. Blowing out smoke, I thought about what lie ahead of us. This is Yuria? This is Yuria.
Yeah.
Detective Moses, what will you do about your smoking pipe?
That's what I'd like to ask. What will you do about your workshop?
My atelier will be out of commission for a while. I've run out all my brain power, so I won't be able to reopen the atelier anytime soon. And conjuring up bears to work for me is another mental chore.
Both you and I have actually become useless. Actually, no. At least I can still see the distortion.
I'll work like a dog once my atelier is back in business.
Yuria spoke in a tiny voice. Also, isn't he still trapped in... I guess the atelier has to be somewhere, and they're accessing it like Howl's Moving Castle style. It has to be Howl's Moving Castle style.
Yes. It's kind of... It exists, but the entryway to the location
Can vary.
is at Yuri as well.
Yeah. It exists somewhere, but she has... Yeah. Howl's Moving
That's
Castle
the
style.
product of her mind.
Yeah.
Detective, I got a huge discount.
Ezra came running with a delighted look. Looks like the negotiation was a success. I pulled another cigarette out of the pack. Ezra deftly lights the cigarette in my mouth. This is Ezra? Yeah, this is Ezra.
Oh shit.
All good.
Detective, where would we get a new arm for you? Oh, and what about the smoking pipe?
You've come at the right time. We were talking about it just now. We'll have to get a new arm before we head to District 11. Ezra, may I leave you to choose the right model of prosthetic for me?
Yeah, you bet. I'll find one that suits you real nicely, Detective.
Ezra is such a fucking champ. I love how
She's the best.
she is so fucking loyal to Moses. Like, holy shit, she is just there for her.
I love her. She's awesome.
I'm taking off for my real arm once I get back from the pesky bee. The last time I saw my right arm, he stored it in a stasis preservation cube. This is Yuria?
Yeah.
Maybe that stupid hornet will starve to death if we keep him trapped in my atelier for long enough.
Waiting it out is one way, sure. But a fixer at Vespa's level can take procedures that allow them to last long without food or water. We don't know what kind of augments Vespa has, which means we don't know when or if he'll actually die of starvation. Tell me, how will Vespa rampaging in your workshop affect you?
It'll take some time to restore their atelier, first and foremost. And by some time, I mean a considerable amount of it. I'll be dead weight for a good while.
At least it's a relief to know that your body and mind will be alright. I use my brain to work out how we'll deal with Vespa, so you can let yours rest. And Ezra, how did you manage to manifest your psychoment? Ezra is wearing her mask now. Her distortion has become visible again. I put a new cigarette in my mouth. I miss my pipe.
Sorry, my fucking voice died.
I consulted with my junior here about it, actually. I was thinking maybe I could get stronger if I learned to use Psychomet. So she taught me the knack of it.
Yuria, I don't believe a knack alone is sufficient to manifest the psychoment.
I gave her a pendant in addition to that. Another prototype of mine. I watched the footage of Ezra and Sunbei fighting the Skeleton Titan and Taeyong Produce Co. over and over again, and carved a pendant that I thought would be compatible with her. The pendant I made is a catalyst for manifesting Psychoment. It also helped shape the Psychoment according to the carved mental image.
That'll be quite useful in the future.
I could be.
Oh yeah, here. Sorry. I scrolled down.
Carving one is a time-consuming process that I'll need in my atelier to even begin with, though.
I could become stronger thanks to you, Junior.
Both of our problems come down to Vespa being trapped inside the atelier. I need my smoking pipe back, and Yuria needs her workshop back to fully realize her capabilities. Nothing has really changed. I need to meet up with Han Hee-jun, District 11, and dump this beehive on him. I was gonna say, I'm like, you just Monsters Inc. it. Just get a fucking door in a random ass location, open that shit, and let him out.
You just fucking release him in the fucking wild.
Sorry, Blinn, was that circus music? Were you just humming the
No.
circus music?
No, it was the fucking intro to Monsters Inc.
Ah.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. Do you
Yeah,
want to go
got
back
it.
to the circus? You
No,
love the circus.
no,
You
I
love
don't-
the
I
circus.
don't wanna
will
go
put
back
that on my
to
soundboard.
This Pokemon Vespa is causing problems, huh? Yeah, it's the hidden evolution between Combi and Vespa Queen. It's really weird.
Oh, wow, I don't know. I thought Vespa Queen was like cool because the exclusivity, but I guess if they really wanted to, they could add a new evolution.
I guess.
for,
Well,
like,
no.
male.
They made a Gallade equivalent of Vespa
yeah,
Queen.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's like a branching path.
Yeah, you get a male one.
Yeah.
And it's just.
What should we do with
He's
your
just
body?
saying.
What should we do with your body, Yuria?
Oh, about that. When I explained her situation. Oh wait.
Oh,
Wait,
this is
there's
that's right. Yeah.
That me pointing.
Oh, about that. When I explained her situation to Faye, she said she'll take care of the body until we get back.
She's being too nice to us. Perhaps she wishes to ensure that our father's life was not lost in vain by providing safety and comfort to the people he died to protect. In any case, I am in no position to refuse the hospitality. I took the cigarette out of my mouth and ground it into the ashtray. It's time to start preparing for the trip. And it's time for me to switch music, because I need to. For the brainworms. Which one is this? What about this one? Yeah, that'll work for now. A funeral for Zhang Lei and his deceased subordinates was held for 3 days. The funeral was conducted according to the traditions of the East, Zhang's region of origin. Faye remained in the funeral parlor from start to finish of the ceremony. Looking at the portrait of Zhang Lei smiling at the camera, I couldn't help but be reminded of a photographer I met some time ago. I had to accompany Ezra on her shopping tour to workshops for some time. The fixtures of the Guya office and its sister offices escorted us throughout the leave, as though we were noblewomen. In fact, the escort didn't stop when we were back inside. They stood guard vigilantly around our office and made sure that no intruder could dare approach or harm us. I spent the rest of my time talking with Faye about the distortion, about what happened to her, and how she should live out her life hereafter. The time passed steadily. 30 minutes until the warp train departs. I puffed my last cigarette in the smoking lounge. Warp trains, they always reach their destination in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, you love the warp train.
You can trust the warp trains.
Anywhere in the
Yeah,
world in
warp
just 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Ezra waves at me from the platform, carrying her dimensional bag over his shoulder. She must be thrilled about this. I put Yuria in my coat pocket. I made sure to tell her to act like a doll for a good while. Faye and the fixers of Deguia office came over to see us off. Ezra and I sat in our seats on the train. We're finally leaving. We faced so many vicissitudes up until this departure. Alas,
A trip. I'm so excited for it.
Ezra, what awaits us there might be even more intense than the things we've gone through recently.
And food, too. I've only seen the food of the Southern Districts in pictures, so I've always really wanted to try it for myself.
The thing that can keep anyone going.
Food.
Yeah, let's help ourselves to a fair bit when we get there.
Oh, yeah.
I closed my eyes. And when I opened my eyes, we were already at our destination.
You don't need
There
to know.
is-
You know what happened.
There
You
is
don't need to know.
so much. There is so many words in between this one enter. This motherfucker pressed enter once, and a whole story happens right here that we don't need to know.
You already know. We don't need to know.
We don't need to know. And when I opened my eyes, we were already at our destination. The warp station in District 11, where the nest of K-Corp is located, where Han Hee-jun is, and where that person is.
Alright.
Chapter 20. What's up?
I'm just very excited for this next section. Don't worry about it.
I
I'm
mean,
very excited
this is
for
probably a
everything.
good point to end on with this chapter here.
I would say.
Reading this
yeah,
chapter. This chapter.
This is it.
Yeah. Chapter 22. Part 1's epilogue. Part 2's prologue.
Oh, fucker.
Greetings, Dr. Moses. You can come at last.
A familiar pair of arrogant eyeballs await me right outside the warp terminal. The way he speaks infuriates me even more. At last, he says, like I had any choice. I was caught in the shrewd trap he set up. Those words could very well mean as I expected. Didn't you tell us to come to your workroom at the association?
We came here to pick you up instead. Because we have no time to lose. What happened to your right arm?
It's appalling to see him assume an air of concern. Ezra, deal with whatever he has to say for me. I'll be in the smoking lounge for a bit.
Got it, Detective.
Who the fuck voices this game?
Moses, is that really you, Moses?
This voice. That son of a bitch, Han Hee-jun, screwed me over in more ways than one. Perhaps the real meaning of his "at last" was in spite of everything.
Detective.
Ezra quickly stands between me and the unwelcome guest.
Ezra's here too. I missed you two so much.
Her despicable voice, her sly eyes, and her pitying gaze toward us. Yes. Oh wait, this is Ezra.
Yes, please just leave. We can't handle this, not today.
Ezra pleads in a quavering voice.
Moses, dear, I forgot all about what happened that day. So can't we go back how we used to be in the good old days, pretty please?
That person hasn't changed one bit since that day. From her appearance to her demeanor.
Right, Hee-jun? It's all in the past, isn't it?
Han Hee-jun stays silent. That day led hundreds of people to death. I wanted to save them from Diaz's arms, but I could not. Diaz, what shady bullshit were you plotting with Taeyong Produce Co. in District 14? Holding in my feelings, I quietly asked.
Ah, that thing? Actually...
I believe this is Blen.
Yep, Lady Diaz. I'm afraid we'll have to take a rain check on that. Dr. Moses has to take care of an urgent business for the association right now.
Han Hee-jun intervened with a laugh.
Oh, really? That's too bad. Do invite these two home. Do invite these two to my home later, okay?
Understood. I'll arrange it as soon as the doctor finishes her mission.
Apologies for scrolling while you were reading. We sat in the backseat of Han Hee-jun's vehicle. None of us are willing to speak first. I gaze out the window. The reason I've come to District 11, it's not to say make money, keep my name in the association, or to solve distortions. It's to face the past. I had to be confronted with it someday. This is you, Blend?
As I expected and planned 2 months ago, Seven Association wants the distortion in its whole, Doctor. Are you two listening to me?
This is Ezra?
Mm-hmm. At least I am Heejun Sunbae.
Ezra answers in my stead.
We're heading into a rural village. Our association has been keeping an eye on the place for at least the last 2 months. And the time is ripe to harvest that fruit.
Are you saying the town has been ravaged by distortion already? I opened my mouth.
No. It's a peaceful place. But it is distorted. Even I could tell. And I'm not capable of seeing the distortion.
The car stopped in front of a street.
We've arrived. You can get out now.
Ezra and I stepped out of the back. Han Hee-jun lowered the driver's side window.
Walk down the street for around 15 minutes, and you'll find a small village.
And what exactly am I supposed to do there? I haven't received any documentation detailing the mission. I took a pack of cigarettes out of the inner pocket of my coat and held a cigarette in my mouth. Ezra lights it up.
Dr. Moses, your smoking pipe?
Surprised, Han Hee-jun asked. It's a long story, so care to remind me what we should do here?
You'll see once you enter the village. Your work is to investigate the place and draw...
Kojin? Never heard that word.
Yeah, that's a brand new fucking word.
That's...
Learning.
Appealing forcibly to the... That's in Merriam-Webster, I guess. Pertinent. It's akin to pertinent. Having power to compel or constrain. Coded argument is one that really drives its point home. Understood.
Cogent conclusion from it. Afterwards, report what happened in the village to the association.
I swung my hand at Han Hee-jun as a gesture that he's told me enough and as such can sod off now.
Dr. Moses, this will be a wretched job.
I puffed smoke into the air. Han Hee-jun raises the window back up.
Please survive.
He just won't stop being an ominous sod. Leaving us behind, he drove soddily away.
He hates him. She hates him.
Ezra!
She hates this guy.
Ezra, Yuria, get ready.
Yes, detective.
Ezra tightened the grip on her dimensional bag.
It was too cramped.
Yuria climbed out of my pocket and assumed my shoulder. We walked around a narrow street and headed into the village. Sorry, I got distracted.
There she is.
Yeah?
Oh, yes, it's so good to see you.
Old woman war criminal.
Yeah, that's a woman to have history with.
yes.
Alright then. Alright then. Hello, woman. I am not immune to
one,
women.
she's beautiful. Two, oh my god. Keep in mind her outfit, and that's all I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Her outfit is very reminiscent of Argalia's. It is very reminiscent of Argalia's.
Interesting statement. I hope you're all ready for our next installment of us reading Distortion Detective. It will be really normal, okay?
However long that might be, because you're not going to be available on Wednesday next week, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to be available. Next asterisk, most likely. I'm not going to know definitively until tomorrow, and you will know definitely by then.
Oh, well, that's
But
plenty of time to
chances are-
schedule at least.
Yeah, so probably not. Unless I do. Heart emoji.
Honestly, these have been really sick. We have timed these out pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I think we're fucking killing it. We've gotten
Well, we're like,
a good chunk in.
yeah,
It's
we're
like
halfway
2 or 3
through.
more, and then we're good.
Yeah, we're halfway through now. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we can start
Oh,
setting up
dear.
more
I
files.
really, I gotta give
yes.
props to both the writer and like the translation team for like the way that things flow, especially in the combat scenes, is really good. I love the way things flow, especially with when Moses is getting into like really detailed Analyzation. Analysis. I was between analysis and analyzation. But yeah, when Moses is in analysis mode, I really like the way that they write it.
Oh, remind me later when we have more info on Diaz to tell you about her name. Not now, but later.
Okay.
Lala.
I shall see if I remember this, possibly.
La la la.
Especially whatever
try
the
to
hell the
remember.
text is underneath her name on her graphic.
I'll try to remember, because you need one key piece of information before I tell you about her deal.
Well,
Like her naming deal.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this a lot. It's really fun.
Yay! Welcome to my fucking Torture Nexus. You love it here.
God damn, Yanti is streaming, and Yanti is back in the streaming time. Speaking of art, we're gonna go raid an artist. My wonderful friend Yanti is back into streaming. And because they're going to college times, which means they're gonna have way too much fucking free time. So, yeah, we're gonna go raid them by. Thank you everyone for stopping by and for enjoying reading times. Voicing old woman, shredding my voice a little bit, so I very much need the rest. Which I'm. The moment I saw epilogue of part 1, I'm like, all right, cool, we're calling it there. But all right, I'll see y'all later. Thank you, Blinn and Gabe, for helping with us. My voice, I would not be lasting this long if I was doing this by myself.
You're good.
Yeah, I feel like Leviathan will be a lot easier time for all of us.
Absolutely. Plus, we'll have at least Nomad here, right?
We will have him here, and as well as visuals. So we can
As well
actually
as
tell who the fuck
visuals.
we're voicing.
It'll be very interesting to voice over for a manga and such. That'll be very interesting to tackle.
We have toy.
But all
I'm
right.
so excited for more toy.
Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be live on Renmu's stream tomorrow for Lobotomy Corporation, which will be a normal time, and otherwise,
Be there.
it is hot as fuck in my room. So farewell.
Is that the Kirby Reaper?